plant with high processed corn syrup. He's running at 200% efficiency. We don't know what's going on.
No, you don't understand. If you're doing that, he's basically drinking the kid, which means he's 80% preservatives and he's essentially immortal.
Essentially immortal.
Yeah, but he doesn't taste as good as a Scottish pork. You gotta have the proper cane sugar in there or it doesn't work.
Oh yeah, the proper sugar.
Yeah.
Before Jamie Oliver was assaulted by a bag of tea inlay.
That's the last thing we need. We don't need aliens coming down, eating hawk, and then complaining of a sugar high.
Get on with it. Yes, get on
They
with it.
sue us for that.
I've been trying to. I've been trying for so long.
So we stopped the alien invasion by basically having them overeat on.
Right.
Look, we could derail longer.
No, you don't have derailing.
Trigger, you've derailed enough. I'm thinking about trying to gag you at this point. Just for Christ's sake, just mute Trigger for a minute.
Right. Anyone who reads my tweets will know why we're late.
Why are we late?
Well, according to my tweet, we'll be live once Trigger stops ranting.
How dare you?
Trigger, just take the L.
I don't rant.
Not much.
He raves, but he doesn't rant.
Dun 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 dun.
No, you don't want that either. I've seen his dancing. I remember it.
Get the glow sticks out.
Right. Well, we'll resume where we were, which was at your bastion after your combat with the slimes.
And the skeletons.
And skeletons, yes.
The gelatinous cube and the skeleton. Yeah.
Gelatinous cubes and skeletons. So yes. You now have possession of your bastion.
Yay.
Which is suspiciously empty.
It's a silly place.
You were told there was going to be people here.
Suspiciously empty.
Well, there were people here until they got turned into skeletons.
Before they got slimed.
So what Hawk's saying is we need to round up some willing volunteers. Maybe unwilling volunteers.
Say go for the willing first.
Well, yeah, you have to get the willing ones first because that's the ones you give the whips to.
Your people very different, aren't they?
Yes.
So, besides the magic items we picked up, were there anything else in these rooms?
No. This place has been abandoned for quite some time.
Oh dear. Well, maybe we should clear out all this mess. See if there's a broom or a mop or something.
Roughly about what time in the day is it?
It's about lunchtime.
Well, nibble on, so maybe that can.
Wait, when did you do that?
We left the village.
That was 3 weeks ago, buddy.
Oh yeah, we probably
Yeah,
eaten
you'll
all
have
that.
eaten that by now. Yes.
If we hadn't, those pastries are not good eating.
No, but they're good for
Those
throwing at people.
Those pastries would have been super effective against those who have eaten them yet.
They're so strong. They're so tough. They're bludgeoning damage.
Still. Well.
It's- Here we
Well,
go.
I think we should take a short rest and then think about heading into town.
Hmm.
Yes.
Okay. It might
Well
be
done.
prudent to at least get these bones out though.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay. Short rest.
Okay, so afternoon.
Okay, then I'm just gonna. Pull myself up.
I used up all my rest dice, but I'm healed.
Yeah. Well, I'm up to 35. I'm up to 35, so I'm 35 out of 39, so something.
I got exactly the number I needed to get back to full health.
Hmm.
I'm happy.
I was going to check out the gelatinous cube to see if I could use any of the slime to make slime thread.
Problem is, you're not a weaver, are you?
That's true.
So the problem is, that's probably going to be some sort of quite high level skill to do.
No, but if we find people to work in the place, we could easily maybe one can make something out of it. So if we find some people to run the bastion, maybe one of them will have that skill.
Well, we should figure out what we're doing with the bastion first.
I think the first thing we should do is clean it. Clean it out. Unless you want to use the skeleton or slime as a pillow.
That's what the help is for.
Well, we need the help first.
Yes. So we need to get the lay of the land and head into town. We'll find where the nearest town is.
Hmm.
You hear what sounds like a tapping at what's left of the door.
I'll go open the splinter.
Anyone in here?
Hello?
Oh, hello.
Yes, hello. Hello there, sir. I'm guessing it's a guy.
Yes,
Hello there.
it's a guy in a straw hat, wearing lightweight robes, with a long, gingery beard and a ginger mustache.
Ah, hello there, sir. How may I help? How may we help?
On his back is a large, and about his
Sorry, you cut
belt,
out. What?
on his back is a large backpack. And around his waist
Ah,
is a large belt full of tools and trading items.
ah.
You're a traveling salesman.
Why, yes, I am. Are you
And
new
what
to
brings
these
you to our-
parts?
Yes, we arrived today. What brings you to our less than humble abode?
Well, I heard the noise out from travelling past. I was heading towards the town.
By noise, he means a large thunderous crash.
Oh God!
probably.
Yeah, that would be me. That would be me. Sorry.
Oh, so
Yes,
that's what that noise was.
We have. Yes, we have recently taken ownership of this abandoned this abandoned bastion.
Oh,
Building.
Interesting.
And we are currently in the market for a great many things.
Great many things indeed. Well, I hope you've got a
Including
great many
any
coin.
information. Well, coin can be discussed, sir.
Well, no,
So,
coin will be discussed if you're going to be buying any of my merchandise. And I wouldn't try to take
Well,
any of it by
you know,
force.
look-
I'm a dab hand.
Oh, by no means mistake my insinuation there for us threatening you. It was more sometimes merchants deal in things other than money, such as trade for services or goods or
You mean
information.
things like hirelings?
Yes, or like as I said, merely your trades might not be the most prominent things for us at the moment. It might be your information skills. We could use.
Well,
We are new to the area and could use a great number of. Like we could use some intel as well. For instance.
interesting. Information costs money.
And I know,
Just the same.
not sure, not saying you do, but some merchants do tend to trade in gossip, information. You pick up things being a merchant. So I've
Well,
been
yeah,
told.
I do. Oh my gosh! What is that? He looks over at El Toro.
I'm just gonna like walk
This is
up
a-
to.
He's got a skin condition.
I'm gonna walk over to him and strike the Hogan pose, like.
What the hell? Oh, the gods!
Oh, this is our bodyguard.
Minotaur. No, you won't have any problem
Yeah,
with any
sorry.
Yes,
bandits.
you'll agree he's quite. You'll agree his stature is quite imposing, which is very helpful to us.
Well, the rest of you seem quite diminutive types, but he is huge.
Oh, don't let his looks fool you. He's actually a very kind-hearted man. Aren't you, El Toro?
You have no reason to fear El Toro, puny creature.
Yes, but his deceiving looks are what benefits us quite a lot.
Right. Was there anything in particular you were after? As I said, I was on my way
we could
back to
use-
the port to resupply. So I haven't really got much on
Well,
me
how
at the
about-
moment.
Well, how about we make a deal? We'll escort you to the port, and you can furnish us with some small details about the town, its nobles, and its trades, and where we might be able to acquire workmen to help us do something with this place.
Well, there's always people looking for work in the Pusher. Is
And of course, it all. Wait, what did you say? It was called. What was the town called?
Pusher?
I'm going to make a note of that. How is that
It's
spelled? Use DM.
Portia.
TIA.
Yeah.
Portia. Thank you. Yes. Yes, it would be greatly appreciated. And I'm going to give him a wink and hand him 10 gold.
Wow. That's exorbitant amount of money.
It is. But guessing that. Let's just say I'm ingratiating myself to you now for future
Well, that's mighty kind of you.
dealings.
My goodness. Well, the local town, as I said, is just follow the main the main road north, and well, it's more of a trail because this place has been dilapidated for so
What is
long.
it? We'll
the
escort you
road's pretty
to
much
the
broken up.
docks and we can walk and talk. So if any of my companions can think of any questions we might have about the region, you can maybe help answer us and you'll get to the port safely.
Well, I'm happy with that if you're all happy. Especially your friend here.
You
He looks
consider
up
it
nervously
sort
at
of
El
a
Toro.
walking tour guide.
El Toro agrees.
El Toro will help guide you and you can be our tour guide.
How far into town is the ring where I assume people settle their differences?
Ring?
He's only ever been to one village. He thinks all towns are like that.
By ring, he means something like a gladiatorial arena.
Oh,
Where
I
one
don't think
might
there's one of
prove
those
their
out
strength.
here. There wasn't one the last time I was in town, but that was a couple of months ago, and things were not doing so well then.
Oh, what seems to have befallen the town? I'm just going to put my hand on his shoulder and sort of push him forward so we start walking towards the dock as we talk.
Well,
Like gently, just kind of lead him along.
the local garrison got pulled away for other duties, and because of that, the rich traders moved away because they thought it was unsafe. And then bandits occasionally attacked the a few of the convoys that were heading into the town. This is why I was sneaking in this way through past the bastion, because no one comes out this way anymore. I haven't been into the town for some
me
months.
and you, friend. Well, yeah, I wouldn't worry about bandits if I were you. El Toro
Okay.
will be able to deal with anything.
If you're coming with us, ain't nobody getting to you without going through El Toro.
Okay.
Quite.
Well,
do you not have an adventuring guild or some way of others to take contracts to remove the bandits?
Yeah, there probably is in Portia. It depends on if they've managed to keep up their dues with the guild.
How do people in this town compete for glory?
Well, adventuring is one thing. Well, the Golden Dawn have made it quite awkward for a lot of people, but where their forces have pulled out, people are needing help more and more. So we might see a return to the sort of older ways. You might find
So
that
you're saying there's currently a gap in the market for seasoned adventurers?
Oh, definitely. If the bandits are still attacking traders going backwards and forwards, we'll easily find that, you'll find someone wanting aid traveling to the next town.
DM, as we're heading towards the town, can I put my veil on?
Yeah.
To help with my condition.
Well, I wanted to get to the tavern before this afternoon, so I haven't had any lunch yet, so can we make a move now?
Yeah, no, as I said, I was pushing him towards the door to try and move him.
Well, of course.
Yes,
I'm happy.
Yes,
So I'm gonna grab you all ready to move on to the next map. one's a bit of a
Is there
tricky
any-
one.
Any questions for this dude that anyone could think of?
Not really anything. Not really anything right now.
What kind of goods are you picking up at the docks, may I ask?
Well, potions, some, well, not so much weapons, but, medicines, small supplies. But really, there hasn't been much market for it recently. Said everyone's been a bit too afraid that the
And do you do anything else with your time besides being a merchant, or?
well, merchant game keeps me pretty busy. As you start heading towards the next town, you pass a tavern. Oops. Which is oddly quiet.
Nothing at all. No movement, just quiet. Are there any lights on, or?
Yeah, there's lights on, but there's none of that usual
Brevity. There's no sort of like tavern, like a bard playing music, and the tavern does seem a bit quiet.
Yeah, especially for this time of the afternoon.
Yeah, it's quite devoid of reverie.
Can we make perception checks to see if there's anything untoward, or whether it's just quiet, whether it's just sort of a more natural quiet?
I was going to ask if I could use my ears to listen.
You can hear something from inside. There's tense. There's a conversation. You can hear a tense conversation inside the tavern.
Can we make out what's being said?
Yes, it's two people engaged in quite a heated argument. We can't keep living like this. The town's we're never going to get anyone coming in anymore. Not since the takeover. Yeah, but we can't go anywhere either. They've blocked off the port.
I just have the staff of charming out as a walking staff at the moment. Just in case. Comes up.
Well, it's unusual for this bar to be like this. I've been here loads of times. The owner's quite friendly.
Well, I'm sure he will appreciate the business.
Yes, well, it is on the way, and we are looking for information. And if my understanding of bars is to be understood, it's a perfect place to gather information.
And hopefully we'll find some good food, as our current residence does not seem to have a lot.
I, I know. Well, it's your call. Well, I suppose we could try and find some information. But if my understanding of bars is to be understood, it's a perfect place to gather information. And hopefully we'll find some good food, as our current residence does not seem to have a lot. I know. Well, it's your call. I know.
Oh, yes. I think we should tend. I'm going to step into the bar.
I'm gonna waltz right on up to the bar like nobody's business. Just
Ah,
oh,
Hello?
well, no, I didn't want to go behind the bar. I'm just
what do you do? What do you want, creature?
Oh,
The
sir,
barman
please
looks
be a little
but-
kinder tonight.
is quite taken back by Altoran's appearance.
Oh, do not be worried about my bodyguard here. He is. He is. He is friendly enough.
Jumanji, is there any ruling on how much alcohol it takes to get a Minotaur drunk?
What's your constitution?
Yeah,
17.
A lot.
a lot. Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna put a gold coin on the bar and say, beer, please.
Well, of course. He pours you a pint.
I wonder if I can match Andre the Giant's record.
Oh God.
Is one gold coin... How much would be enough to buy 100 beers?
His record is larger than that, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
I know.
Oh, okay. Just...
His record is about 160 something.
Yeah, but those are cans, so slightly smaller.
It would probably equate to about 120, like, big pint glasses.
He just looks
I'm
you
not
up and
basing
down
that
like,
math on
I'm
anything.
not really sure what to make of you. He just looks
I'm
you
not
up and
basing
down
that
like,
math on
I'm
anything.
not really sure what to make of you. Oh, stop being
Some
rude to
adventurers
everyone.
dropped...
Um,
Adventurers used to drop these small round things. I am given to understand they have value.
oh, yeah. Yes, they do. Haven't seen any adventurers in town for a while.
Well, me and my.
Oh, we're
companions
familiar with the
just
trader
arrived.
here. Marcus the trader here, but we haven't seen you for a while. We thought you'd been killed. Killed? What do you mean killed? Why? How would I have been killed? Well, the bandits have taken over the town. They've what? What do you mean they've taken over the town? They've seized everyone. Everyone in the town
Sounds like you
been
got
captured.
some bad apples in this place, brother.
And how long ago did this transpire?
I'm trying to think how long it's been. A couple of days. Perhaps a week. I'm not sure precisely when. We found out several days later. But everyone's being held.
So it sounds like you're in a bit of a situation.
Well, the townsfolk definitely are. They haven't moved out here. Yeah, I don't really know what to do about it. We haven't been able to get
So
any
what
word
you're
out
saying-
to anyone. And I don't want to leave my wife here to go and raise the alarm. Like, it'd be several days. She'd be vulnerable here.
Oh,
Do you have any current information on the town?
Well, as I said,
When was the last time you had information?
Couple of weeks back, we were getting the usual supplies in, food-wise. Trading had pretty much fallen to almost naught. The bandits were choking off everything.
It sounds like running them off would get a group of people pretty over with the people of this town.
It certainly would.
El Toro thinks we should help.
I think we should first have some food with Marcus and discuss our options. Maybe see what information we can get on the layout of the town. Marcus would know traders. Lena, you're good with traders, I believe.
That's weird.
Lena? Hmm?
Hello?
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 Yo.
What up?
You were just being asked a question.
No, I'm deliberately being quiet.
Oh, okay.
Damn it, I can't get you to say anything in the game before the game you... Why is Lena being quiet?
Well, we know these two haven't been to the town for some time, and we know he's not been to the town in some time. Therefore, no information can be gathered from these people. That's why I'm being quiet.
Well, I'm presuming no one is in condition to go and do it now.
Well, it wouldn't be best to. I don't think it would be best considering the battle we just had to clean out.
I'm at full health.
I know you are, but
Yeah, but you don't have any of your backups left, do you?
No, I don't think I do.
Yeah, because I've used up more than almost half of my heal. I've used up some of my rabbit hop, and I'm not at full health yet. Plus, I've used at least. Well, I've only used one spell slot, but still. Everyone else is like, well, I think even our glorious leader has used up a lot of her spell slots.
I used up all of my spell slots.
Yeah, well, then that's even worse.
Altora used a fair amount of his rages, which don't come back till long rest.
Yeah. I have at least one left.
Yeah, but if we're going into bandits, considering how we dealt with slimes and stuff, we might want to be at full strength before we even consider going.
Yeah, I agree. It's in character to be spoiling for a fight all the time.
Yeah, but you know not to go. But let me put it in a way that your character will understand. You don't go in with your tag team partners. You wait for your tag team partner to tag them in.
Yeah.
Would it be possible to rent rooms for the evening and food and drink?
Sounds like you're planning on freeing the town. If you do that, you can have rent. You can stay here for free.
Huh.
Yes. If you could just give us a general outline of the town, that might be pretty helpful. Any information we have is better than none.
He could draw you a fairly primitive map.
Well, he's got to go off memory in the fact he hasn't been there for a while, and there's no guarantee that the town will be exactly the same. But it should have a general image from memory.
So general layout at this point is better than not having anything.
Oh yeah, anything we get is better than nothing.
Okay, he draws. Let's say he draws you a very primitive map of the. There's a small harbour and about 12 buildings. There's a large area at the north of the town. Remember, he mentioned that the villagers were being held hostage. It's likely that that's where any hostages would be being held. Anywhere else would just be patrolled. But there aren't really any ways of it's not a very defensible village. There aren't any walls or fortifications.
How far are we from the nearest major city?
Several days. You're out in the middle of the sticks. That was kind of done on. That was done on purpose.
So you're saying if we could figure out their patrol routes, we could probably sneak in and get to the hostages.
I don't think sneaking is anything I can do.
Given what we've been through already, I think we determined that probably I'm the sneaky one here.
Well,
It's
you and
definitely
Lena.
not me.
You and Lena could probably sneak in. Your invisibility only lasts a minute, doesn't it?
Hour?
Oh, it's an hour. So you could technically turn El Toro invisible and sneak in with him. Because as I said, I imagine the thing going against El Toro is his size, but if he was invisible...
Yeah, but the problem is
It's
it
also-
breaks as soon as the idiot would run in and attack something.
And if to utter a challenge even while invisible, it's not going to do much good on sneaking. Good for us running Good for the two of us for running away if everyone's focusing on trying to find the giant booming voice that's screaming out of nowhere.
I mean, that's one thing El Toro's probably good for, is creating a diversion.
Yeah, but we tried that last time, and
I mean, we didn't die.
Yeah, if we're gonna create a diversion, if we can get two people, at least 2 or 3 people, to sneak to the hostages, so that when we make the diversion, that they can save the hostages.
I have just the promo.
oh god.
I feel.
Cool.
Hi, Phil.
Yes, Mora.
Because Lena
It
and,
is that one.
Lena and Roshi could probably get to the hostages by sneaking in.
It's if Ryoshi can keep El Toro under control for long enough.
Well, I said, if Ryoshi and Lena are just comfortable with their own ability to sneak in and get to the hostages, we can keep El Toro with us and cause the distraction. I'm just saying, if they're not confident enough by themselves, they can take El Toro. And we can cause the distraction.
Counter proposal though, me and El Toro could cause a very big distraction.
El Toro likes this plan.
Yes, but the only problem here is you are we can't me and the bunny cannot sneak.
Yeah, but you won't need to sneak if there, for example, was, I'm gonna just cast disguise self, 2 giant minotaurs outside the front gate. We're going to turn into a female, red-haired, basically sister version of El Toro's just standing next to him.
As long as El Toro doesn't see that as a cultural
I'm just saying, I think
I
think Lena and I don't know. I think you two would be better sneaking into the hostages, personally.
Laura, do you think an improvised Steiner math promo would keep them confused for long enough?
I think. I think enough. It depends how. I think Jumanji. I think depends on how trigger happy they are. Because they might just try and kill you to shut you up, or think, yeah, this guy's crazy.
What the hell is he on about? Is the reaction I'm going for.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well said. Lena and Ryoshi have the best chance. Yeah, Lena and Ryoshi have the best chance of getting to the hostages before we set off the trap, just in case they try and use the hostages.
It's even worse if one of them is actually good at math and finds out that it all actually.
Oh, that whole idea that it actually works is like the most ludicrous thing I've ever heard.
As I said, you two have a better chance of getting to the hostages than me and Porrid.
Yes, it is National. It is World Bee Day. Happy
Yay.
World Bee Day.
How are your highs, by the way?
Still working on that bit. The
I
weather
never
was a bit
enjoyed
too
water
cold.
jets up my ass.
Oh, I knew he'd do it. Just do
Are
it.
you doing it? You start it up. You know what's going to do it.
As soon as I started saying it, I suddenly realised it sounds like B-Day as in for washing your backside.
Well, I did the same joke to the missus earlier.
Oh, I've done that one. I've
They had
actually
honey
done that
tasting
one.
today.
When I was in a hotel, someone's going to put 2 dunnies in here. 1 dunny, 1 bidet. Bidet? Even did the full, like, for washing your backside. Thumbs up. And no, that wasn't Phil. Phil is more cultured and knows what a bidet is. Before any of you get any funny ideas. Right. So, have you got a plan?
No.
Well, we
So
have
there's no
the
plan.
vague outline.
You have a
Plan,
German
which-
plan.
Well, the bit of the plan we currently have from all iterations is I'm sneaking to find the hostages and make sure they're safe while a distraction is going on somewhere. Whether I am alone, accompanied by Lena, or accompanied by Lena and an invisible El Toro, is yet to be decided.
Yeah, the main point of contention seems to be who's going on what team.
Well, that's your choice.
Could disguise myself as a bandit.
As I'm a sort of an
Well, I think it's
ethereal
clear that
being.
You know, again, Perrin's more not really built for stealth, so she's not exactly going on.
Well, I don't think any of you are really particularly designed for stealth.
No.
True.
It's actually one of the worst things I am.
No, I've just got a slice of bread with peanut butter on it.
Well, we should probably get a long rest and then try and scope out the town at least before we finalise the plan.
At least get to the outskirts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the best way to approach the town is from the east, from where they were going to start building an upper balcony and a palace. Well, they built some stairs that they were going to build like a raised area, but then never really got round to it. On me, your best way of sneaking in would be there and then through to the port.
It's as satisfying to me as coming is, you know, as having sex with a woman and coming.
She eats with your peanut bread.
No, I know what she
So
wants.
bring it up to your mouth like 10 times.
She wants you to.
She'd like you to do some lunges in those bike shorts she bought you.
So we're taking a long rest.
So yeah, take your long rest. So you're going to attack at
Not gonna
dawn,
take-
or sneak over there at dawn, or
It might make sense to go while it's early.
Yes, we'll sneak over there at dawn.
Dawn? Oh my god, that's so early.
how about 5 minutes after dawn?
We travel at first light.
I have got blindness. I will blind you to get an extra hour sleep.
Oh. Jumanji, I could be so irritating in the morning because I'm an elf. I only need 4 hours rest. And
Yeah,
I have a
you're
flute.
the perfect alarm clock.
Come on! I've been up 4 hours. It means you've had your 8 hours.
Okay. Okay, it's on the wrong light setting because it's not dark.
Yes, we are not attacking at night.
Oh, it's going to be like that. Oh, no, that didn't work.
I don't think it's the light thing, Hog. I think it's just line of sight. We haven't got any line of sight on anything.
No, I just keep pressing on the wrong thing. I've just got to turn off dynamic lighting. There we go. When it's dark,
Sorry, did we have a long rest then?
Yes.
Ah.
So yeah, you're now on day 2. Okay, you arrive at the woods on the far eastern side of the town. Ahead of you is a partially constructed staircase, and at the base of the stairs you can see one guard on the edge of his patrol at the end of the dock.
Can we see the prisoners from where we are?
No.
Okay. Lena, you said you were going to take Find Familiar and you didn't have Find Familiar, correct?
Yeah, we haven't leveled yet.
Right, yeah, no, that's fine. Right, we need more tactical information. Lena and Ryoshi, do you think you could do some scouting?
Should be able to.
Lena has message, right?
Yes.
Yes. So you can contact us with the information. How stealthy are you without invisibility? Is it reasonable?
+4.
Oh, it's not terrible.
It's the highest in the party because I'm also at a +4 and everyone else is at +3. 2 with
Yeah.
disadvantage.
Yeah. Yeah. So unfortunately, you guys are scouts. If you have any trouble, send me a message. And we'll just have to play it by ear and strike it from here. But if you two could find the hostages and let us know what their condition is, that would be the best.
Okay. Going to the thing I want to look at the map.
Does everyone agree with my assessment of our current situation?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we need more intel, sure, yeah.
Yeah, rather know what we're going into, especially, you know, we're trying to stay incognito.
Yes, I think you guys should go up and flank from. Go up, up and stay near the buildings. So head up this way and inwards. And the rest of us will be ready to rush in if you send us a message saying that this plan is completely fucked up, so we can run in and do something about it. Because you don't ever expect for a plan to go smoothly the first time. Whatever.
Okay, so do you want to head up and go inside, or do you want to try and sneak past that guard we can see down there already?
No, I think you should stay to the tree line, head up, and then into the city. To go up this route, and then go inwards. You're less likely to be spotted by a guard that way. From our current assessment.
But if Lena has a way to help us get past the guard, then it might be a quicker route to locating where they are.
Well, I said, I'm not sure Lena wants to be wasting her second level spell slot yet. Because you might be able to do this without having the invisibility problem. But I'm going to leave that decision up to Lena. I'm not, as I said, my orders are literally to scout for information at the moment. So that's how you accomplish that is up to you guys. I'm not a dictator. You guys know what you're about.
Okay, I'm gonna stick to the tree line and head upwards.
Okay.
8. Lena, are you coming with?
Yeah, I was just looking at the map. So I don't think we can get in from that side. The only entrance is that main at the dock.
Which area?
Yeah.
Oh no, you can get in at the north.
Well-
Yeah, that's just a different type of stairs. Well, different type of road.
Yeah.
No,
what
I
we
mean-
can see-
No, I meant the courtyard thing looks like it's sealed off apart from that main entrance that they're guarding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So eventually we're going to have to go through them.
Oh, sure. I was just working off the assumption we couldn't see that from kind of where we were. I was trying not to metagame it.
Well, no, but we could see it from like the top of these stairs, for example. We can see that there's not a entrance that side because that's the closest wall to us.
Oh, sure. I guess so.
Because we've got a height advantage as well, so we can see that that's a whole wall building.
Mm. Yeah. But admittedly, also all outside of the town to see if there's an area where they're concentrated other than the docks. It's good.
No, so we don't know how high that wall is or if there's a roof you guys can get on.
Gonna keep heading north, seeing if there's just a way to get in. Or whether they have actually managed to fortify this place, because by the sound of it, they were only partially part of the way through building anything, and it just got abandoned. From admittedly out-of-date information.
Well, as you get there, you realise there is there are two ways into. There is a way in that you can see from where you are on the other side of the wall. The wall's not that large. It's not a fully encompassing wall on that right hand side. It's if you're right up against it, you get full cover. It's only about 4 feet high.
Okay. So hurdleable.
Mm.
Going from the look of it, we wouldn't be able to see particularly any increase in people or decrease in people there because there's walls between us and any people within the town. But there's no one immediately in sight, so I'm going to try hurdling the wall, and now let us do the sneaky sneak. Which is not how I should be referring to it with,
Oh god, yeah, you just went Zeb for a minute.
They went ankle shanker. I went shanker because I did have a habit of repeating certain words.
I mean, Seb has a habit of just not knowing what words are, saying things like, the twisty.
Yes.
Okay. From there, you can see the hostages. They're all sort of sitting or laying down, surrounded by guards.
Yeah, so okay. Well, found the hostages. I'm sure they'd like to know, but I can't tell how many guards there are around it with them. Think you'd be able to help me get on top of that roof? Pointing at this building here. The one directly in front of me. To the left. Come on, I managed to get the team to go earlier.
Yeah, you should be able to climb. None of the buildings are particularly tall. They're all sort of single-story structures.
Okay. Now finally I got it work. Okay, I will get up there. Do you like me to roll the check to climb it, or...?
No, I'll let you climb it.
I take it I've got a bit more of a clearer view of everything in here and can actually see how many guards there are. At least
There
in this
are
section, I won't
quite
be
a
able
few
to see this
guards
one.
and one who seems to be giving them orders.
We found the boss and villagers. Seem to be about 15 villagers I can see. There's just under a dozen guards I can see in the area. One of them's the boss. There seems to be around 4, or could be half a dozen of people are hiding immediately by the stairs. Can't really tell with the docks. The boats are in the way. Around 20-ish bandits. Could be around 20 bandits, maybe more, maybe less. It seems the greatest concentration is there. Now,
I'll relay that back to them.
But
They can still kill some other
relay the route that we took in. It's not a hard one, as long as they don't fall over and clatter like a falling suit of armour. They should be able to get in without attracting too much attention, or indeed any. Because there's a distinct lack of guards patrolling this part of the town.
I really want to try a very leaner plan.
Okay.
Rishi, do you think you could get in there if you were invisible?
Probably, but there isn't exactly a lot of space to manoeuvre in there. They are rather bunched together.
Oh, I've got an idea for that.
Admittedly, if I can get on that building in there, I can easily manoeuvre around.
How good are you at getting hold of keys to unlock them?
Not really my strong point. I suspect so that I am probably better than most of us and that can do it. And I would assume the one giving orders is the one with the key. Would you concur?
Probably.
And also with the assumption that even though there's one giving orders, they're not necessarily going to, if say they were suddenly at our mercy, that they would surrender out of loyalty to their leader.
I'm just gonna go with this and probably kill us all.
Mm.
Alright, so Hook, I'm gonna disguise myself, but I'm going for a very, very well-known characterization here that you all know.
Hmm.
I'm going to turn into Ganondorf from Ocarina of Time.
Oh God.
Okay.
So if I've got to do this, I'm going to do this in the most characteristical portrayal of this kind of person I can think of.
Okay, so what are you going to do?
I'm going to just walk in and say I want to talk to their leader. I want to hire them for a job.
First guard immediately spots you and rushes over.
No, I'm not going to do anything.
Hello? What are you doing here?
I am taking control of this area. I have a fortress nearby and I wish to hire you. Well, the person who you work for as security. My plan is to hire them because they are better than townspeople.
It's not a bad plan, actually. If it
It's
was.
not a bad plan.
I'm going to look at Perrin. I'm going to tell the guys what I saw. That's it. That's it. Do you think Lena's causing trouble again?
I'm afraid I don't know her enough to make that assessment.
I'll show you to the
Unfortunately,
boss.
I can't.
I'll show you to the boss. If you come with me.
I'll happily. I'm either going to get killed or this is going to go well.
You know, I really wish I'd taken the message spell.
Funny thing is, you don't know who that is.
I can't see you anyway.
Well, you can see.
But they can get an update of what's going on from me.
What's going on over here? The captain of the bandits walks up. Who is this?
So I am literally gonna introduce myself as the like the full Lord of Darkness title here.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a bit hammy.
God, I know. It's like putting a base together to make sure those Argent Dawns do not turn up again.
Interesting.
I like how you've dealt with the local population and kept them in line. And I'd like you in on the ground floor.
The captain looks back, seems to exchange a glance with someone in the crowd, then turns back. Well, I must admit, this raid hasn't exactly been what we were looking for. In fact, our transport captains weren't very happy with this shipment. Unless you had a better idea with what to do with these people. We were going to ship them off. That's why that boat's waiting in the docks. We've got another ship coming. We're going to... we've been evacuating the survivors into a new form of employment.
I've never been one for wasting resources. You are aware they could produce more than they're worth.
They're half starved, and half of these are just... Most of these are just the elderly. We'll work them until they're not worth feeding anymore.
But what if...
Any of the youngsters we already have taken, they're already in the ship, ready to go.
But what if we took up ownership of the area as lords? Let them work for us.
Huh? The Golden Dawn would swarm us within weeks. We wouldn't have anywhere defending ourselves. That's why we're seizing these and getting out.
You really think I would be setting up shop if I was scared of the Golden Dawn?
I don't even know who you are.
I tell you now. And I just point up over the wall and I go, just over that wall is the biggest thorn in the Golden Dawn's side for a very long time. Have you ever heard of the Angel
Did he
of the
just sell me
Battlefield?
out?
Sounds like it.
Yeah, pretty much.
He just sold you out to a
How
bunch
am I
of common
supposed to make
bandits.
Any plans?
So you heard of her, right?
Every time that I make a plan, you just undermine anything I try and do.
No, but the thing is, they would have heard of you because, no offense, you're a horrible self-promoter, and they can't not know about you.
These guys
you
don't
have an army.
Wait,
they'd have heard something about
good
her.
at self-promotion.
Wait,
If you've been fighting the Golden Dawn, they might know of you.
Yeah, but that would be the opposite. That would make me good at self-promotion, not horrible at it.
That's what I said. You're a shameless self-promoter, which means it's a good thing for us. Because the only people that go toe-to-toe with the Golden Dawn are probably your legion. And if you're just there and you're signing off on what I'm doing, that would give them confidence in the, oh no, shit, they mean business. They are going to fight the Golden Dawn.
No, yeah, keep going with what you're doing. I'm just going to keep purring. Do you think everything's going okay?
one of the people from the crowd steps forward, well, steps around, starts walking around to you. This isn't what we were ordered to do.
It looks like they've
Captain.
got themselves a...
Carry out your orders and seize the people. As for this lord, you throw around a lot of big words.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a pain in the ass that way.
So who is out there waiting?
Just the Battle Angel and a group of her finest men.
Urge to promo rising, but I don't know.
I think you're lying.
Give the word and I can make an entrance.
I'll call you in right now to do it.
How are you wording this?
Okay. I was just going like, I was just going to message you like, they don't believe you're real or that exciting.
If it's showmanship you want, Del Toro's your ball.
And would you like me to make an entrance to prove them wrong?
Well, as long as you make it showy.
I am going to use my Celestial Revelation. And I'm going to start glowing and take flight. And just start flying in. Guys, just follow my lead.
Finally, some action!
So I'm going to sit about 30 feet in the air and just glide in. With a heavenly golden crown shining on my head. Glowing eyes, the heavenly aura. Because I am now radiating divine energy.
Oh.
Flight for a minute.
The civilian who seemed to be giving the captain orders looks up, puts his hand on his dagger,
You see,
Oh,
she's quite bloodthirsty. She wants to kill all of you. I prefer to hire you.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
no.
When did I say I was? When did I say that?
You can't hear me.
No, I know I
she'd
can't.
kill us all.
Luckily, she works for me.
He's
Then
lucky
you
I
are.
can't hear it.
Then you are stupid. Kill her. get this job done and get the hell out of here. Roll initiative.
Yay!
Okay.
I'll
Oh,
take
shit.
a natural 20.
I'll take a natural 22 for 26.
Okay.
Damn.
I moved before we got into like combat because I didn't realize we were right away from combat, so I'll move back and roll initiative.
No, it's all right. It's all right. It's all good.
Oh,
That's a nat 20.
I tend to jump
oh my
combat on you.
No. Sorry, dirty 20. Dirty 20.
Did we all just roll like 19s and 20s?
Looks like
Sorry,
it.
sorry, I meant dirty 20. I misspoke.
The lowest roll was the disadvantaged Ryoshi with a 19.
Yes.
Yeah, all of you.
You know what?
The highest they got was a 17.
Oh.
So you see, they say that all creatures are created equal.
Wait, Lena's up. Lena, you're up. Lena, you're oh no. Warren's up first.
Oh yeah.
Lena, would you like to paint the target of the guy that you want me to kill? This asshole.
To give you a bit of a thing as well. Well, actually, only Lena would see this. The guy directly beside you has drawn his weapon. The captain and the other guards beside her haven't.
Excellent. Who's up first, me or Lena?
So they are not. Yeah.
What is the range of the staff? Oh, I was holding the staff of charming as well.
Yeah, you made that clear earlier.
What is the range of command? 60 feet. Because I'm about to try and open this guy up for Lena if I'm before her.
It's Purin first.
Okay.
Go, Bonnet, go.
Okay, so I can't see myself on the screen, so
You are at the bottom of the stairs.
very well. Let's see. Can I make it to anyone on this turn, or am I just going to be moving forward? I suppose.
Probably moving
no,
forward.
but you could get yourself at the edge. You could get yourself hidden at the edge of a building.
Yeah, that'd do it.
Well, okay then. Let's do that. Purin, on my way. Let those feet go in, and I'll hold an action. I'll hold an attack just in case something comes close.
Okay, now it's Aria.
Oh, it is me. Okay, so I'm gonna just hover forward, just 30 feet in the air, and I'm gonna look at the guy in front of Lena, the one that has drawn his weapon. Grovel.
Oh God!
I'm gonna. He needs to make a wisdom save as I cast command on him. So hopefully he will grovel, be prone, so Lena can smash his face in.
And then go, anyone else?
Oh, he only got a 12.
Oh, he's literally dropped to his knees and groveling before my presence.
Well, that's on his next turn, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's on his turn.
Oh no, technically it's a reaction to drop.
Yeah. No, because it's command is on his turn he has to follow the action and end his turn. So next turn, no matter what you do, he will drop to his knees and grovel before my divine presence.
Fall and pray.
Lena, have a bardic inspiration.
How we do?
At my angelic presence. Mine were purple. There you go. Have a bardic inspiration in case you need it. And that will be me done.
Okay, so it's Lena next.
Okay. Um, right, I think I'm going to hex him first. Let's nuke his dex rolls. Why not? He looks more of a jumpy, dexy dude than a.
Go,
A
my
strength
patty.
dude.
Fuck his shit up.
Oops. Accident.
Yeah. Target has his prone. Yeah, target takes the prone condition and ends its turn, so that's his turn. And he
Well,
gets to-
he has to get his turn yet. So, let's take the advantage. Yeah, advantage scimitar. Oh no, it's not advantage scimitar yet. It's
No,
God.
no.
Bardic inspiration. That's a dirty 20 to hit.
Excellent. You don't need the inspiration yet.
Yeah, it's a hit.
So that's a d6. So 6 slashing damage. Now we've got to calculate the add-ons. D6 necrotic damage from Hex, which is 4.
I'm not sure it's worth wasting your frost strike considering he's not doing anything next turn.
Oh no, I want to try and kill him in one go.
Oh, okay, fair.
So yeah, we'll flash the frost for another d6 cold damage, which is another 3. And then we bonus the free nick attack for the other scimitar, which is an 18 to hit.
Yeah, it's a hit.
It's only a 1 damage, so 4 damage. But we do have another necrotic damage of 1.
Yeah, good one.
I love it when I roll shit.
The problem with all of your weapons is they get the job done too fast.
They don't know, that's the problem.
My blade will pierce you 1,000,000 times. Is that a fucking toothpick? Ah!
I'm done after that. That's all of my attackage.
Wait, did you use your nick one?
Yeah, I only get 1 nick 1.
And a bonus
get
action
one-
attack.
I don't have a bonus action.
Dual wielding.
You use tax.
I use hex.
Oh right, you don't have two. Yeah, you don't have 2 weapon fighting, and you use text. Yeah, no,
No.
my bad. Sorry.
El Toro, it's your turn.
That's
Right.
all right. Bring the noise.
Okay, I am too far away to get to Arena, so I can either roll intimidation and try and convince them to surrender, or I can charge this asshole.
That is actually an action now.
What?
Intimidation.
Yeah, it's under. Oh, what is it?
It's classified as an other action, isn't it?
It does have a name now. They actually gave it a name now.
I know, I just like to count them as other actions.
Allows you
It's
to
influence.
Influence, yeah.
Yes, it's influence action.
Right.
Oh yeah, Toro's gonna run.
Yeah. Okay.
See
Yeah.
the
I'm
strong
gonna.
woman.
I'm gonna. How high up is this thing?
You're
It's
literally
not
gonna
that
jump
high.
on it and use it as a stage.
Yeah, that's what I'm
No,
thinking.
it's too tall. It's only a 1-story
Right.
building, but I don't think El Toro could jump onto the top of a 1-story building.
I think
Okay.
his strength is quite high.
Yeah, you can climb up it.
Here's a
yeah.
plus. Hold on. Okay, Okay, so had this
Okay, I'm gonna.
earlier. Yay! Web browser just suddenly just decided to stop working.
I'm gonna climb up here and intimidate, or try to.
Your high jump is 8 feet. Your long jump is 20 feet. You can jump and reach something 17 feet off the ground.
Yeah, you could reach it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna jump up onto the roof of that thing, pose dramatically. I'm gonna use my bonus action to do the cloak of billowing, and ah! And the action, I guess, to roll intimidation, but well, I've got to actually try and intimidate them now, haven't I?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Scrawny humans, acknowledge me! You see, they say all creatures are created equal in the eyes of the gods. But you look at yourselves, and you look at me, you can see that statement is not true. Now, normally, if you fight another creature, you got a 50-50 chance of winning. But I'm a
Is
mythological
it
freak.
wrong? I just think of a Minotaur version of Hercule from Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah,
That's what I've been going for. I've been going for that from the beginning. But I'm a mythological freak, and I'm not normal. So you got a 25% chance at best of beating me. And then you add my friends into the mix, and your chances of winning drastically go down. See, you got a 33 and 1/3 chance of winning, but I got a 66 and 2/3 chance of winning, because your captain there knows he can't beat me, and he's not even going to try. So you take your 33 and 1/3 chance minus my 25% chance, and you got an 8 and 1/3 chance of winning this fight. But then you take my 75% chance of winning, if we was to go 1-on-1, and then at the 66 and 2/3 chance, I got a 141 and 2/3% chance of winning this fight. See, the numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you unless you throw down your weapons and surrender. Okay, I will now roll intimidation.
I'm going to lean forwards as he's done that and go, oh yeah, and I've got a Minotaur that's bad at maths.
14!
Actually, the math will give that up.
Well, you did say the Battle Angel was out there with her best men.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't mention a fucking Minotaur.
I'm not sure the Minotaur who's bad at math is considered. He's not the sharpest tool in the shed.
The king is bad at math, and he isn't. That is actually very accurate math. It has been tested.
I know, but he might not know that.
I don't
Yeah,
know
but El
that.
Toro doesn't know that. El Toro's stupid.
I don't know. He might be a savant.
First two run, and one jumps into the dock.
Did they just self-delete?
No, they just went, fuck it, I'm going for a swim.
They're going for a swim.
Fuck this shit. What? Having seen the fucking angel flying up top and the fucking Minotaur?
A fucking crazy Minotaur jumping on a building and ranting at them. It's like, this was not going to be our greatest payday.
Well, not just that. You did say have them go, you know what? You've been using a lot of big words. That one just used even bigger words and a lot of numbers.
Yeah.
Shit, they got words and numbers. We're fucked.
Yeah, they got an alphanumeric rant.
They got a math savant.
So yeah, two of them went and jumped in the water. It's their boat outside. They're gonna just swim to their boat and leave.
Nope.
I mean, they're literally here. They're as well. No, only Lena knows this. Only Lena knows this. So yeah. Okay, well, yeah, you've just had a successful promo.
And the best one. The best. Well, as I use my bonus action for the Cloak of Billowing, that's all I can do.
So yeah,
Because of course we did.
I love that you didn't push. Does the cloak of Balerion give me advantage on this?
No. Oh,
See, if
God.
he implemented it in such a way that it really did, like if you could find a way of integrating it into your things perfectly, I would let you have advantage on it.
Hawk, are you asking him to pretend?
You got to tell me how you're
you
going to
asking
choreograph it like that into it. Like the more detailed you get with it, like you want to use it at this point as you're saying it.
Hawk, I have a horrible vision that you're asking him to be Darkwing Duck.
He's a WWE wrestler, you know. It's the same thing.
Trigger gob.
I am the bull that charges in the night.
And crashes into doors.
That is what I have been doing.
Because I can't see at night.
Well,
I am the bull in the china shop of your world.
You know, Ollie, since El La Parca is the chairman in wrestling, maybe you should be. Maybe you should have an improvised weapon chair. You should maybe have a door weapon.
A doorman.
Go full APA.
Remember, I was gonna. Oh yeah, I remember. I was gonna give you a mythical weapon of a chair, wasn't I?
A cursed chair.
Give him a door that you can just carry on his back. The doorman.
Tower shield.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
No, there's a better one. It's a special magical table
Oh God.
Yes.
that
Actually,
every
that's
day restores itself once. So every day,
there
once
is
a day, you can put someone through a table.
You know, there is a wrestling character in the fighting game who does carry a table on his back and uses in his combo. Beowulf from Skullgirl.
Oh, Hawk, just for a quick heads up, the guy that I'm fighting,
Yep.
he is at minus 10 feet next turn.
That's all right.
Not that
He
he's
can't
going to
do
help.
anything
He's
next
going to
turn.
sit down.
Yep. He's gonna take a seat. Okay, so Ryoshi, it's your turn.
Okay, so
It's an interesting first round of combat.
Yeah, very much. This was not a plan energy going on here.
This is exactly the plan. I don't know what you're talking about.
The plan was so far to scout. This is not scouting. But we cannot have that conversation just.
See, Ryoshi's reaction is exactly what is on his character.
He's like, Dover!
What the fuck?
What do I signed up for?
Is it the meme of he's like standing on the other building as El Toro's got up there and did that round? He go, "What did he say?"
It's just the look of like it's just perfect.
What the hell is he on about?
What is going on? I was told to scout out the village.
And also, like, I'm so glad I'm not in charge right now because I'd have to give the bollocking for this.
I believe you were in charge.
No, remember he didn't. Remember he didn't get the votes.
No, I meant he was in charge of me and him.
Oh god.
Of the scouting.
Yeah. Oh yeah, might have been.
Didn't establish that. Well, in future.
Yes. Remember, you got to
Okay,
remember you're in charge of launching Scouter.
Yeah.
It's that button there.
I'm going to move over here a moment so I can actually, see what's going on in what was my blind spot. And possibly yell to someone yelling to me to explain what the is now going on. And then because I am nowhere near, even if I invest to do the attack, I'm going to oh god, I forgot what it's called. Ray of Frost. The one that we fought was the captain. So Ray of Frost. That is a 16 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
They take 7 points of cold damage.
Hawk, would I consider that guy an ally? The guy that I'm in negotiations with, the captain that hasn't attacked me.
Yes, I would say that you did, given that they have not shown any hostile
Drawn
action to you or drawn their weapons.
I would like to intercept that damage.
Yeah.
I block 2 of it.
So you still take 5.
He still takes 5, but I wanted a show that. No. Oh, it's plus my proficiency bonus, so it does block an extra 2 as well. Sorry. Oh no, 3. So yeah, it blocks 5 in total. Why is that not on the thing?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
It blocks 5 in total. Sorry. So it takes 2. I'm saying me.
Okay, that's made quite a difference.
So you cut a ray of frost with your scimitar.
I don't know how I did that.
Okay, it's the bandit
just glad that
captain's turn.
And
Oh dear. The one that has to kneel.
No. Oh, sorry,
Ah.
Ryoshi.
The one I just-
Did you finish your turn? Sorry.
yes. Yeah,
Okay.
that's everything for now.
Okay. Well, the captain isn't the one who's sitting down. The captain's the one who's talking to Lena. They don't know that you're part of their part of her party. So they are going to fire their pistol at you.
Wouldn't she assume that she was part of my party, which she took? Because Lena did tell her that I was out here with my best men.
Thing is, you didn't attack her.
Yeah, Roshi's probably free game.
So it's going to fire its pistol again. Missed both
Fine,
times.
Ryoshi is actually the one that least worried about on this one.
But you do see 2 bullets go sailing past you. Like, the one beside him sits down.
No, he's actually groveling towards me.
And
he does that drop to his knees and starts bowing towards me.
And is there a thing to break out of it?
No, he's free at the end of his next turn. He's free.
Basically, he just does it as he does it on his turn and just immediately ends his turn. Yeah,
okay,
and then
so,
he can act as normal next turn.
Okay. The bandits. Okay, this is kind of okay. The bandits who are there just saw Ryoshi come after their captain. And so they are going after Ryoshi. Unless you want to react and attack them.
I can't. I've used mine to protect the leader.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So, scimitar attack. That's a miss. Okay, advantage on that one. Actually get hit in. They did a 19.
Just
5 slashing damage.
I'm going to use my reaction to activate Deflect Attack, which allows me to take 1d10 plus 9 off. So, no. No slashing damage. And because it was reduced to naught, clear it off so I can finish reading it.
Hold on.
Because the damage was reduced to naught, I can
1d10.
Yeah,
no,
plus
he's
nine.
different. Yeah, but it's +9, so it automatically is going to do it anyway.
Oh, okay.
His deflect is obscene.
I also rolled and got 14 as the total. So it reduces it to naught. I can only do this once a turn, so it's not like I can stop every scimitar coming at me. Because it's a reaction. And then because I reduced it to naught, I can spend a focus point to redirect the attack to a creature within 5 feet if it was a melee attack. The creature has to pass a Dex 15 save or take 2d8 plus 4 damage of the same type. So, slashing. So, the one on the other side, because that was the flanking one, I'm assuming, from the bottom. So, the one opposite needs to pass a Dex 15 or they're taking damage.
No, they're taking damage. They're actually taking far more damage than they would have taken. Which makes no sense.
Yes, reaction. So they are taking. They're
They're
10
literally
damage
taking
from
double
their mate.
damage.
Oh, yes. Because I sidestepped and just added a little more.
It kills him.
Just stab through him.
He literally just sidestepped and pushed the guy's arm into the other dude.
Yes. No touchy.
Damn. That mud reaction got good.
Yeah.
They had to give him something. The deflect missile thing before.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, I could use that with missiles as well. I get a
Yeah, I
range
know.
of 60 feet. So basically, I catch it and throw it at someone.
Now, did they change it so that it doesn't say? Because you used to be able to do it with spell attacks in the draft.
No,
It
you
can
cannot do
only
it with spell attacks.
Okay.
Piercing, slashing, or bludgeoning attacks.
Okay. Yeah, they altered that because people were throwing fireballs back at people.
Yeah.
It made no sense for it to be spells.
No.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I've been looking forward to using that one because that just seems very interesting and fun.
Well, I say it's very Jackie Chan, isn't it? It's the dodge around them, push them into a guy, and he accidentally stabs them to death.
Yeah.
Okay, the last few, having seen you just murder one of their friends, they're going to start shooting.
To be fair, I didn't murder. He murdered their own friend.
You did not murder him.
First shot. 18.
Just.
5 piercing damage. I'm taking that bloody 5.
Yes, I've taken the 5.
You will take 5 damage when it kills him.
Even if it
Even
kills
if the rest
someone else.
Even if the rest miss, they still got their 5. Second one misses.
Yes.
Third one misses.
He's just there like, oh, it's just left, right, left, right. Ah.
Batty.
They're all just blasting him with crossbow bolts. That one's missed.
Oh mate, I was just thinking the critical role, what's it called? One that let you spend
That
key
one's
points to do
missed.
extra reactions would be so dirty with that upgrade.
This is going to be so funny because I reckon all of them are going to miss. Yeah, he missed 2. So yes, you took that 5 damage. Like I swore you would.
Yeah. What?
There was no
What was
escaping
it,
that 5.
I just imagine him standing out in the open. They all open fire with pistols, and he's dancing like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah. No. So what was that? 6 shots at me that turn and 2 stabs for 5 damage.
Yep.
And one of them dead in return.
That was a hard-earned 5 damage.
I like
I mean,
those
it
numbers.
It cost one of them their life.
Okay, that's the bandits done. So we're back up to the start of the turn order.
Oh,
Oh no,
joy.
it's burring.
It's purring. Okay, well, back to. Oh. I have to go back to see where she is and
Yeah, I'm just
move her.
about
Move
to...
her. Okay. All right.
There we go.
Hold on, I'm waiting for the stream to catch up. I still can't see anything.
You're at the corner of a building, just below. You are within 15 feet of the guy who just stabbed his mate trying to stab me.
I suppose I should come out. Well, part of me is like, okay, so they're attacking us because we attacked them. So, guess we're doing this.
You can always choose to state non-lethal damage and just knock that guy out.
Very well. I
You don't
shall
have
come
to.
over.
I'm just saying it's an option.
Well, I know, but the thing is, Ryoshi's just killed a guy.
Technically, he didn't.
Okay,
Yeah, technically,
No,
Yoshi
technically
didn't.
he did. Technically he did, because he redirected the person's attack into someone else.
It was in self-defense.
Yes?
Okay.
It still
That
involves
is
killing.
arguable.
To be fair, I came into the situation and what I saw was the person I saw Lena transform into has blood on their blades because they attacked someone, and the battle angel there is in their most terrifying state imaginable.
Yeah, true.
It does scream like this is a combat situation.
Because that is terrifying.
Well, I'm gonna come over. I'm just gonna find that I'm gonna get behind. Well, so we can flank this one bandit.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I'll be able to see Lena at this point.
There you can.
Like, oh no, sorry. So I got you and Alex confused. Sorry. Well,
Oh,
can
yeah,
see
because
what
you don't know that she's in a disguise.
That's true. Right. Yeah. What happened here? Still look at Ryoshi and be like, plan go awry.
I'm just a big black man. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm assuming that's Lee. I've made the logical conclusion that's Lena pulling some bullshit.
Well, I can't see Lee. I don't know from the angle if I'd see Lena, or who she's disguised as, but I can definitely see Ryoshi. Like,
And went awry. Lena's looking like that right now, pointing at Ganondorf. Because I would have seen you transform. You had to do that.
I see, and I take it we are eliminating these bandits, or?
Well, I assumed blood on Lena's blades and AIDS when blood on Lena's swords when I came round and saw them. And also,
what?
Our dear leader is Rap.
Well.
Oh yeah, because Lena attacked the
dickhead we are actually trying to kill.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I saw Lena surrounded with blood on their blades.
No, you
Oh no, I'm not
Lena
saying you made
surrounded
it
with blood on
I'm just
her blade.
Yeah, I'm just calling the guy that's groveling on his knees a dickhead.
Do you know who I blame for their confusion?
Them not observing the fact that the people who they're fighting hadn't actually drawn their weapons.
No. Their leader in charge should have shouted out to the group that we weren't killing them.
Well, you mean me?
Yeah, I mean you.
Yeah. You're the.
They're your best men.
You haven't given the order. You haven't, given the order. Well, I'm assuming that Alex can see me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm going to shout over and. Okay, I'm going to shout up at her and go and ask. Are we fighting these guys? Ending them?
If they attack you, just knock them out for now.
Knock them out. Very well. I apologise for this, and I'm going to roll with the short sword for a nat 20.
Lord!
And for 9 damage.
Yeah.
And that hit with Vex, so now and for now I get advantage on my next attack roll. Okay. Then I'm going to attack with the long sword for 23. 23. For 10 damage, and they now have disadvantage on their next attack.
Dead.
Oh no, he's done
not because I've been given the order by a glorious leader to knock them unconscious. Yes, Ollie, that was an Emperor Boswellox for you. With that, now that he's unconscious, I'm going to put him into a bit of a, more comfortable position than him lying on his face, and give the nod to Lena. I go, unconscious.
So you just ran up, hit him with both ends of your swords on the temples, and he just fell.
Well, no. What I did was give him a smack in the gut. It's a non-lethal thing, so theoretically, flip it. If it's the kind of sword she'd have in a homelands, they'd have long hilts. So one end of the hilt into his gut, and the other one on the back of his head.
Poor fucker.
Yeah, but it isn't the blades. It's the bits that will knock him out, but not actually leave anything other than maybe a bump.
Still, I bet that hurts.
Though, to be fair, that gut punch has got a fucking head.
I bet you he's not happy.
Yeah, but he's not dead.
No, he's not dead.
He's not
He's
dead.
not dead.
He's got a nat 20, but he got a critical hit to the gut. Which could easily make him bend over a little bit, so she can just clonk him on the back of the head comically with the end of her other sword. Bonk.
It's very Princess Bride, isn't it?
Mm.
Level 4. How can I not get another spell? Take a feat, young Skywalker. Well then, that's the end of my turn.
Yeah. Okay, so Ria next.
I'm gonna fly forward. Stop all hostile actions, and we can discuss this. Or are you really gonna follow that groveling worm? He needs to make me another wisdom saving throw, please.
You're just going to keep him down there the whole time.
No, I'm vicious mockerying him.
Oh, right.
Well, she does like to have men on their knees.
Okay. Sorry, what?
I think he said
He needs to make me a wisdom saving throw. Because all my attacks on him are at disadvantage at the moment.
11.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna do the drop your lower your weapon so we can discuss this. Or you're gonna really follow this groveling worm, and he takes 2 psychic damage plus 3 radiant damage.
Ah, her words burn me.
I did more radiant damage than I did psychic damage. I got double ones.
My head, but worse, my eyes.
It's just staring at her. It's blinding me.
Well, everything I do does extra radiant damage at the moment. No one needs healing. No one needs a bardic inspiration. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. So, yeah, Lena, it's your turn.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. He has disadvantage on his next attack roll before the end of... Yeah, he has disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of his next turn.
Okay.
as a vicious mockery.
We have a prone dude, so let's beat the shit out of him.
I set this target up for you.
Still gonna miss horribly. That's 21 to hit.
Yeah, it's a hit.
Right, so first scimitar does 7 plus a d6. 3, so 10 damage in total. And we got a second attack from Nick. That's a 25. That's gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Sorry.
And that's another 7 damage plus the d6 for impact. Another 3, so 10 damage in total.
Consistent.
Consistent, yeah. I feel like I want to try the head stomp. So let's bonus action. How far are they away? Alright, we'll give Roshi the Bardic Inspiration. Just so I can use my bonus action to actually attack. Heel stomp to the fucking head. That's only a 13. That's going to miss
That's a
unless I
miss.
use that Bardic Inspiration die that he gave me earlier. For a 6. 16 in total.
Yeah, it's a
I think
hit.
16 is good. Oh, Jesus, I didn't think that was going to hit. Oh, good. I rolled a 1. 4 damage. Plus some more necrotic damage. So 6 in total. I am not that strong. Tiny little damage.
Okay.
I am done after that.
Okay. El Toro, it's your turn.
It is a shame that you've already knocked out that guy. Because you said my long jump was 20 feet. He was the perfect distance for me to leap off this roof and, like, crossbar you.
Or elbow drop.
But he's already out, so that would be a waste now. Right, so these guys are fleeing, you say? That's these guys.
Yeah, they're in the sea.
They're basically a non-issue at this point, then.
Yeah.
Right.
You can always threaten them some more.
Yellow-bellied cowards, yeah.
Okay, I'm back. What did I miss?
You've got a
just-
D6 inspiration. Bardic on you.
Thank you.
You know what?
We've not killed anyone else
No.
or knocked out anyone else.
No.
Since I am not really in a position to attack anyone that needs attacking, I'm going to try intimidating again.
There isn't anyone.
There isn't anyone.
There really isn't anyone who would be close enough to hear you.
Oh, okay. Right. I guess I'm moving then. I'll, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, I'll, move up here and say, well done knocking him out, Ryoshi. And then just, I'll,
Ryoshi didn't knock him out. Ryoshi killed... Ryoshi just kind of... dodged one.
Sorry, yeah, I got that wrong.
Purin.
Yeah, I'm going to go to Purin and say, good job with that one. And then turn to Ryoshi and say, and good job with the... And then just nod toward the corpse. and it's like right. So I could use the dash action. Oh hey, if I use the dash action, I can do the goring rush thing on. Let's see, 5, 10, 50 on say this guy.
Oh, poor fucker.
I don't know. If you hit him hard enough, you could probably knock him into the sea. Ah.
Under the sea. Under
Yeah, I
the
think-
sea.
Okay.
Never know.
Right. Let me just refresh what the goring rush, the specifics on that.
You
Immediately
got to
after
basically
the
travel a
second
certain amount of distance.
Yeah, I've already travelled 30 feet, but you take the dash action on your turn and move at least 20 feet. You can make one melee attack with your horns as a bonus action. And the dash... Well, I can't use rage this turn then, because that would be an action, but I am going to do that. I'm going to just goring rush this guy from an angle.
Now, Ollie, are you going lethal or unlethal?
I mean, is goring...
It
Goring
doesn't
rush-
sound like an attack that can be non-lethal, though, does it?
You can aim for places that aren't, going to kill you outright.
I mean, it's piercing damage, but I'll do my best to not kill him. So that's an attack roll, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And 21 to hit.
It's a hit.
Because technically, you could aim low and flip him in the air and hit him hit the ground.
Or you can aim high and just as it's non-lethal, just count it as you just headbutting him.
Or
Yeah,
close flying him.
Between the horns. Sweep the leg.
I'll just give him a running, flying headbutt. Like,
Yeah, you would just lower your head down lower so that your horns aren't. You're goring him with, say, the top of your head rather than your horns.
Not in the vital organ area.
That's
Yeah.
13 damage.
Oh.
He's unconscious.
Okay, and that was my bonus action. So I'm just gonna look pleased with myself and just raise my finger in the air triumphantly, like ha ha. And then
Yeah, I was going to say he has got an ally right beside him as well. Who's just looking at you like. Her
I did
best
tell them to
men.
lower their weapons to negotiate this out.
Yeah.
I'm hoping El Toro has helped their commander make this decision.
Okay, I think that's the end of El Toro's turn, isn't it?
Yep. That's all I can do.
Okay, Ryoshi, it's your turn.
Oh, there's temptations of many different kinds going on at the moment now. I take it it's going to be a little bit of work to get onto the boats, this one here.
I mean, it's a 5 foot, probably a 5.5 to 6, 5 to 7 foot jump.
5
Yeah,
foot
even
across,
if I got on
probably
it,
less than a 5 foot up. So yeah, you.
Yeah, admittedly, even if I get on there, I don't actually get close enough for what I want to do. So it doesn't matter this time. I'm going to... no, I'm not going to do that. I am going to just get the right controller so I do the right thing. Move up to this guy and choke him out. So, well, I say choke him out. I'm going to punch him repeatedly until stars are going round his head. And Looney Tunes. No, they just... So, unarmed strike number 1. 19.
Yeah, it's a hit.
That will deal 6 points of non-lethal bludgeoning damage.
Just go to sleep. Go to sleep.
And then number 2, if he's still standing.
Yeah,
That's
just
a dirty 20.
that'll be the one that knocks him out.
12.
He only had one left.
Double what the first one did.
Yeah, that's what happens when you get the full 8 sometimes. So that was 1, 2, 3 squares of movement. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Still have enough movement to go to this guy and then use my bonus action to punch him. Which is this one here. Just to be sure. Punch! 13.
Uh, 13. That's him.
That's a hit, did you say?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Come on! 11.
He's unconscious.
Boom! Do the jumping Superman punch.
No, I've just got this image of I just walk over and slap him lightly and he just goes, I'm going to play dead.
Well, I just visualised you going over and smacking his head against the wall.
Bam.
I actually need to work out what martial arts styles I want Ryoshi to have experience in for this.
Okay, it's the captain next.
Now I'm hoping the fact that we were knocking out her guys and I told her we'd talk about it if she lowered her, well, her lowered their weapons, will help us.
Okay, she's going to step between...
I'm still 30 feet in the air, so I'm not near enough to anyone to do anything at this point.
Okay, Captain's gonna need some more. No one's really attempted to persuade the captain that Ryoshi isn't hostile.
No,
Oh, no, he's very hostile.
Oh, God, yes. I'm incredibly hostile by all accounts.
Yeah, so
I told her to lower her weapon.
She's gonna miss with her first attack with a scimitar, and miss with a second. Turns out she's really bad in close combat.
She also missed twice by shooting me. She is 0 for 4 right now.
Yeah. The other guy's going to stand up. And he's going to use one of his...
disadvantage. He has
That's all right. He doesn't need it. That's all right. He doesn't need it. Because he's going to use a blinding flash.
He's going to try and fuck that off.
Yep.
Solar flash!
So, anyone within a 10-foot sphere...
Hey, I'm not within a 10-foot sphere.
Captain...
I'm not in the sphere.
That's me and
needs
Trigger.
to give me a con save.
Oh, that's all right.
Oh, that's not the worst, actually.
13, that's quite bad.
Yeah, you failed.
16.
Ryoshi succeeded. So, Lena is taking 16 radiant
Jesus Christ.
and is blinded
Sounds
until
right.
next turn.
Oof.
And Ryoshi takes 8.
Yep. Ow.
Okay. You had to use some. You had to use what was it? Half his movement to get up.
Yes.
So you still got 15, and you're blind now. So 10, 15. And we're into the bandits. Okay, they're gonna bail. They're gonna bail.
Aren't there kids on that boat?
Sorry?
Aren't there kids on that boat?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know that, so.
No, Lena's the only one who does. Because I wasn't quite close enough to overhear the conversation. Goes, Gerandi, if I had been and saw that people were making their way to the ship, I would have gone to the ship. I had the movement and the teleporting to get there.
Okay. I think that's all the bandits done. Yep. So we're back up to the start of the turn order again.
Well,
With Purin.
okay, well, I guess back to just trying to move forward. Not really much else I can do.
Excuse me. Yeah. Because the ones around you are unconscious.
Yep.
So all you can really do is follow El Toro.
Indeed. And with that, I'll end my turn.
Okay. Rhea, it's your turn.
Okay, as I don't know about the boat, I'm gonna go 25 forward, 5 feet down, so I'm 25 feet in the air. In front of this dick. Do I hit him or do I try and make him stop? I'm gonna lug a guiding bolt at his face. Oof. 9. Wow, well, that was a waste. We got 2. That's me done.
Okay.
Great.
Lena, it's your turn.
Okay. Right, I'm gonna tell Roshi that there's kids on that boat. Not that it helps you now, but
Yeah.
I gotta re-fucking hex him. Re-hex him and then just put 2 into the back of his head. I assume I'm not blind actually now.
Start of his turn.
Start of his turn. No, so I'm still blind.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna tell you that. What do I not need to see? Fuck it, I just blade ward myself. I'm done.
Okay. El Toro, it's your turn.
Right. Okay.
There we go. You look right now.
Okay, you feel better. You feel better now.
Yeah.
So what's El Toro doing?
Thinking, I'm wondering whether rage is a good idea at the moment.
There's a suspicious red-haired guy with green skin there that you don't recognize.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, El Toro is the only one who doesn't know.
Yes.
Even if he did know, he'd be confused.
Yeah.
Who has weird...
He's not an idiot. He has an average level of education. So, and actually, no, now thinking about it, that also describes the average American voter. And
Oh, shots fired.
Yeah, I was going to say.
It's also accurate for what
Ooh,
intent
getting
and
political.
represent.
Whoa.
I mean, we're not in a much better position. It's just that on average, the Brit is more educated than the American.
Well, exactly.
Because-
We know how to spell colour, for example. Now shots have been fired.
And how to pronounce aluminium.
I was going to go there.
I'm gonna run over here and I'm gonna hit this guy, but I'm gonna use hammering horns to push him 5 feet back directly into the red-headed guy that I don't recognize.
So you're gonna hit the chick into
The
the
one-
dude.
The guy we're trying, the chick we're trying to negotiate with.
Oh wait, is that their leader?
Yes.
The one, yeah, but El Toro doesn't know that.
El Toro has heard us.
Threatening
El
them.
Toro may have heard, but El Toro may not have seen.
El Toro has heard them threatening them. So this is perfectly logical for El Toro to think
It is perfectly logical for him.
that these two obvious bandit-looking people are potentially
How dare you?
hostile.
I'm the king of the bandits.
Exactly.
Okay, I was there.
I was going to say, do you want to be Jing next time?
No, there's a specific reason I chose him.
Because he's intimidating and not female. So, like, at a glance, is more likely to be doesn't look like yourself, basically.
Yes. Well, that, and he's the most intimidating figure I could think of.
They're also the only enemy within my movement range, so sorry, roll in the attack. 27 to hit.
That's a hit.
And that's... Unfortunately, it's only 8 bludgeoning damage, but they are knocked back 5 feet.
And what happens if they get knocked back 5 feet into someone else?
I don't... Actually, okay, hammering hot. Oh, no, wait, no. No more than one size larger than you. It must succeed on a strength saving throw DC 16 or be pushed up to 10 feet away from you. It doesn't really say anything about an effect other than that.
I think that would be in the general rules about
Yeah, it
colliding.
would. Yeah. I shall check.
So, they need a strength saving throw, and if they don't make 16,
They're on
they
like a
are
-1.
knocked back.
They are not a strong character.
There is still a chance. In
And
a
also,
rare
I
moment of
And also,
absolute-
I forgot, she's in 10 feet as well. Hold on, I got to... She can survive the... Hold on. I got ahead of myself, so...
I'm not going to try it now, but for future reference, can that 10 feet be 10 feet directly upwards?
No, because it has to be away from you.
Yeah.
Up is away.
Yeah, but up is up. It's not directly away from you.
Yeah.
If you were under them, yes.
She's
Let's put it this way: you need to. Let's put it this way: you need to dig yourself up into them underneath to get that to work.
No, I actually know how you can do that. It's how my monk cleric work, because they could punch somebody up into the air with their first strike and then follow up, push them 10 feet into the air. I worked out how to do it.
Yeah. Well, I just thought it would be good for comic effect. The whole, like, sure you can.
No, she passed. She got 17.
Okay. So, she doesn't
But you
move,
should-
but she
but-
does take 8 damage.
Can you roll me one more D20? Well, one more attack against her.
another attack roll.
Yeah, just roll me one more because it's just
Okay.
in case you got the crit. Because I forgot it was actually at advantage because she's blind.
Oh, okay. So it's the
She
same
didn't
roll,
No.
27 to hit.
No, so it wouldn't have been a. You didn't get a nat 20, so that's all right. Yeah. Okay. So, is that everything for El Toro?
Oh, sorry.
Finished?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Ryoshi, it's your turn.
Okay, I've just been told that there are kids on the boat that people have been swimming towards.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be heading towards that boat. And while I can technically run around, it doesn't put me in the position, so I'm going to be risking acrobatics and attack of opportunity anyway.
Well, she
Because
can't
if I
see you.
take-
She's blind.
Ah, excellent. So I'm going to run, try and leap up onto the boat, and then jump off it at the other side. So just one, and then the jumping bit. So do you want acrobatics?
There's a
athletics?
gangplank on that side.
Ah, excellent. So I will run up the gangplank.
Yeah.
Is that where I am, or on the next square over?
Next square over up, because it's just running. It's no different. So yeah.
3, 4. Jump off here. 5, 7, 8. And then using dash, climb up. 1, 2, 3. And then that should leave me close enough to teleport on with Misty Step.
Except you dashed, so you've used your action.
Misty Step is oh yeah, Misty Step's an action, bonus action, isn't it?
Yeah, so if you dashed, that's your action. Bonus action, Misty Step. That's all all your things.
I can dash as an action, and then Misty Step as my bonus action. I won't be able to attack. I didn't think I would be. I'd just get on the boat. So,
okay.
And that was the last time we saw her. She was sailed out to sea.
You guys don't play music when fighting. Apparently.
ah.
Bugger.
There had to be
This is
someone
also
using
exactly-
the. Oh, it was doesn't class.
Yeah.
You don't play music when fighting. No. Our fights tend to last far too long. This fight has been going on for 2 hours.
I'll be honest, right now, the sound that would be going on would be womp womp as I see my situation.
It'd be a very repeating battle theme.
Yeah.
We'd get more complaints about the bot battle.
Yeah, but okay. Yeah, she once again leaping into a situation that could see him dead without a care. For goodness sake, I am a fishing spear. Why do I do this?
People on the chat, people on stream can't see where you've just jumped in.
Yeah.
As was said, he realised he fucked up.
Yeah, let's put it this way. It's bad. Though, admittedly, if they hit like the lot earlier, I might survive.
Possibly, but pretty much every single one of them is flanking you.
Yeah, I am well aware of that as well.
Oh no!
Oh,
I need to use my
Godspeed,
reaction
soldiers.
well. Yeah,
Oh dear.
I need to use my reaction well here.
So I'm just so glad I didn't see that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. That's definitely me
Level
done.
5.
Yeah. If you excuse me, I'm coming up with backup characters.
Curran and El Toro saw you do that. Whether that helps you or not is a different matter.
Okay, it's the bandit
Yeah,
captain who's still blind next. So there's not much they can really do. Yeah, they literally have nothing, and they're not hostile to you. So yeah, okay. Next is the leader, who is a bit of a turd. So he is going to use one of his dailies, and he is going to use because he's going to. How much range does he get? 60 feet. Okay.
Oh, I'm 25 feet above him, so
Yep.
I'm well within range.
Yeah, that's all right. 4th level hold person.
Oh God!
Oh, shit.
Oh no!
Dustin, while fireball would be a useful spell right now, none of us have it.
So
Also, abstain.
intelligence save, please, from Aria and hold on. 25 feet to you, 5, 10, 15 to you, and 5, 10, 20, 25. So yeah, you can get El Toro as well.
Oh God, is El Toro making an intelligence save?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
All right.
Aria's failed.
I use resist enchantment.
I got a 19.
El Toro
Yeah,
succeeded.
Oh God.
I failed. I'm never getting another turn.
I use my once a day property of the staff to pass that.
It has the ability to what?
If I fail saving throw against an enchantment spell, I can succeed on one per day.
That's
Oh, that's fucking staff.
The staff of charming.
okay. So Lena's
Should
paralyzed.
never let him have that. Should never let him have that staff.
Hold on. If you succeed on saving throw against an enchantment spell that targets only you. Oh,
It
you can
doesn't.
take a
It's
reaction.
targeting 4 people.
No, yeah, it's fine.
So yeah, you're paralyzed.
Oh no,
dear.
that.
Which I believe makes you drop like a stone.
Yes, it does.
25 feet.
Yes.
Boink. Now, if I remember correctly, isn't it a D10 per 5 feet?
D6 per 10.
D6 per 10. So that would be
2d6.
2d6. Yeah. Okay, so 2d6. 10 damage. And you're
I thought it was a wisdom saving throw for hold person.
Oh, sorry, it is. For some reason, it's coming up on. It's because they put the. It's because they've put the intelligence as their spellcasting modifier. They've put intelligence as their spellcasting ability with its DC as its their intelligence as their spellcaster.
Mm.
But normally for that it would be a wisdom save.
Okay, well that's fair.
That doesn't make the save any better in my case.
I mean, if you...
How much did you get? You got like a 7 or something, didn't you?
Yeah, I got like a 7. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
it does not change
to be
anything
fair,
in
if I
my
took a
game.
roll of 5, it's not going to help. I'm
Yeah,
just pointing
it
out
would,
some
it would
wisdom
be
save
like
it's
2
fine.
difference.
No, so I fall from the sky, take 10 damage, and I'm now prone.
Well, in my world, in my game, it'd be -1 of what I rolled. So it would make no difference in my game, in my world.
That's annoying. It's that if it only targets you.
Yeah, that is
That
quite
targets
irritating.
only you.
So he's buggering off. And me. Okay, so we are on to the bandit turns. So this is where it could
might be-
potentially...
End Ryoshi.
Okay,
Yeah,
so the first thing I need to do is turn the boat, because they are... They are manoeuvring to leave. So let's put everyone back on where they were. So you were there. No, you only had... Those two were climbing on behind you, so they would be... Yikes.
I mean, it was bad. It was sort of like, there's 2. There'll probably be a couple more on, and there'll be another. I'll be fighting 6 or 7. There were. Dear listener, there were 8 more.
Okay, so the first one's going to clamber up onto the thing behind you so that he can get... it's the one who was basically climbing on the boat after you.
Yeah.
So he can get flanking. 13! He missed! They're coming up with the good rolls here. Okay,
Yeah.
next one's that was climbing on behind you. He's getting onto this rigging part. So he's also going to try and do the same trick. Nat 20! I don't know why I sounded so excited then. I think it's because they've actually managed to hit for once. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've actually
played
managed
a
it.
lot.
5 damage!
Oh, I know what's about to happen.
I activate deflect attack as my reaction. Damn
you!
I activate my trap card, Mirror Force.
And it pretty much is, because I'm going to spend one of my focus points to have him to deal that damage to the one on the opposite side of flanking me. So
Yeah.
the one who will flank me hasn't attacked yet.
Yes. So he
And
can move
he
now.
will-
So it won't...
And
Yeah.
he will take 16 points of damage from that attack.
Yep, that kills that guy. So you did the same trick as before. You stuck it through the guy and killed the guy on the opposite side. Also doing far more damage than they'd have done. But it's not going to help, because they're going to continue with their assaults.
I know, but every one less of them I have to deal with It's one less dice I have to be worried about.
Mate, if he sails back, fucking Captain Jack Sparrow, like
I
after
rescued the
slaughtering
people.
every fucker on that ship.
I'm pulling
if
for
that
you.
hap-
Okay,
If that
17. I
happens,
think
I
that's
get
a miss, isn't it?
How much?
Yes, it is.
17.
Yeah, 17's a miss. Okay.
No.
Yeah, I thought it was a miss. Okay, this one's not going to get
Yeah.
advantage because he's the only one who's going to be on this side. So, oh my goodness, this is like, and he's missed. Oh my goodness. Okay, flanking. Fuck's sake. Missed on both.
Oh dear. I like that
They
guy's
missed
confidence.
two.
He goes out to the
Yeah,
That
they go
guy's
down to the
confidence, he goes
rigging.
to try and stab me.
Okay. 10. Okay, so now the shooting. How many shots we got? 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 shots.
I swear to God, if he only takes 5 damage,
I've
Not
not
one
taken
on the
that
miss.
yet. No.
Miss. That's a hit. Dirty 20.
Yeah, that will.
5 damage. That'll be the only damage I get this turn. Guaranteed.
yeah, I know.
Nat 20!
Oh god, that's not so good.
13 damage.
Oh,
Ouch.
how are you holding up there?
That's put it down to 12. Yeah.
Let's just say I'm looking at my
18.
comment of looking
Another
at
hit.
my comment at looking at backup character ideas.
9
is-
damage.
Yeah.
God damn it, I'm going to do more out.
I think Ryoshi's going to get sold into slavery.
Hmm. You don't have to keep a bloody eye on Ryoshi. Every 4 hours, I don't become a bloody nightmare again.
No, next
Well-
episode is going to be us rescuing Ryoshi after he's been knocked out and taken as a slave.
Yeah, chasing him with the other boat. Because there's boats there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then if we get the captain on side, she knows where they're going.
That's true.
Yeah.
We'll get it out of it.
So it's
one
going to
way
be a
or the other.
rescue operation.
And if you could do anything to increase their speed, like if you had any wind spells or anything like that, that might help.
We
Get
had
some
a
more
guy for
speed.
that. He's on a boat.
He's on the boat.
My wind spells create a light breeze.
Yeah, that would increase the speed of the boat.
No, this is sort of like I make a couple of leaves flutter like breeze, not I fill a sail like breeze.
It's optimism. Think
literally,
positive. Think positive.
I'm positive he's fucked.
My weather manipulating spells are elementalism and druidcraft.
Okay,
If you want
well,
water, I
it's,
can create water.
it's Purin's turn.
Okay. Oh God. Choice. Oh.
can't believe they actually managed to get a crit hit on that fucking. Oh my goodness.
What do you think? You've got enough of them.
Yeah.
I mean, with the number of ducks you were throwing at me, it's not that surprising.
You started this. You started this fight, man. You started this.
No, we didn't.
Yes, he did.
Well, I jumped up.
I remember quite clearly trying to discuss this peacefully.
Yeah, and then Ryoshi started shooting.
Oh yeah, that did happen.
Yeah, he frostwaved one of them.
Hell, we've been knocking them out.
Whereas he's been downright murdering them.
Hey,
yeah,
I've killed 2 and knocked 2 out. Of this, I have done all the killing and 50% of the knocking out.
Yes. This is what they're going to do to you when they knock you out and sell you into slavery. You're going to make this whole trip worthwhile.
Oh God, he's going to come out when we finally get to him. He's going to end up looking like Dobby.
Ryoshi was given a sock. Oh no, they're going to take your hat. It's going to be It's going to be like Mortal Kombat Conquest. He's only going to be allowed his hat on special days.
Well,
once a generation, he can wear his hat.
Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna.
You can wear the pants sometimes, though. That's allowed.
Rush. I guess I'm gonna try and catch up with the rest of the group and Ganondorf, I guess. So, what else can I do at this point?
It's going to be heartbreaking because we're going to all be ignoring you.
I couldn't get to you to help you.
Everyone's going to get there and be like, where is the small one?
Well, the only 2 people that saw him do anything were Purin and El Toro.
Wait, what can I do?
No, there's literally nothing El Toro could do at this point.
I don't have the movement to get over there, and even if I did, I could, I would also. I would probably stand up.
You'd be in the same position.
I would probably stand a better chance of tanking them all than Ryoshi currently does, but.
It's too bad Ryoshi can't just jump into the water and form with it or something, like some kind of water god.
Well, if he can punch himself a hole, he can patient defense and disengage and jump off the boat.
And probably they could still shoot him down.
Well, at the rate they've been hitting it, it's still got to be a risk worth taking.
Yeah, but it would only take 1 or 2 fluke hits, and that would be it. He's in the water on death saves, drowning.
Yeah. That's not a good call.
Okay, well, it is not. Well,
it depends which one I go for, because if I manage to get on...
He's got a couple of options. He's got a couple of options.
If I manage to jump here,
well,
not quite
okay, well then... Okay, well, to get to that, I'm gonna rush over to where I'm gonna rush towards where the rest of the group is to try and knock out some bandits, because that's really all I can do. So I'm gonna go just the one just in front of El Toro.
Okay, I do like Dustin Clark's idea. Just forget the kids on the boat. Just level 5 fireball into them.
You know, if any of us had a fireball.
Yeah, if anyone had a fireball.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a thought. I can technically set fire to the sails. It gets me killed, most likely, but I can do it.
Plus, it does drown all of the chained children on below deck.
Setting fire to the sails doesn't drown the children. It stops the boat moving.
That's true.
So
it also, granted, will probably get me killed shortly thereafter.
Yeah. Okay, so again, I'm gonna rush it. Yeah, I'm gonna rush over and I'm gonna attack that one for 26, dirty 26. For 5 damage. Then attack with the longsword. For 16.
Which one are you attacking? The captain? The one who's closest to you?
No. Well, no. Yeah, the one who's closest to me.
Yeah, that's the captain.
Yeah, he's trying to knock her out.
Okay, yeah, so I yeah, I try.
Okay, yeah. Sorry.
Okay, and okay, so that one. So and then the final hit.
Second
will
one.
be...
Hold on. Second one, she's going to parry.
Okay.
And add 2 to her AC, which pushes it up to 17, which causes it to miss.
Okay. All right then. And with that, I'll end my turn.
Okay, Aria is. Does the spell happen?
Going to fail a wisdom saving throw and do nothing.
Yeah.
Our hero, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't worry about it. I'm going to do exactly the same thing in about 2 seconds.
So yeah, Lena, it's your turn.
Yep, nope.
Okay, El Toro, it's your turn.
Right. Can I move to the square next to me without triggering an attack of opportunity? Because
Yes.
I wouldn't have left her attack range. Okay. I'm going to leave the captain to Pirin. I'm going to go over here, clobber this guy.
Nah.
So unarmed strike. I guess, that's a 15 to hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
For 9 damage.
Okay, yeah, that one's down to a small amount. You can attack again?
I can't attack again.
Okay. Oh, yeah,
I
this is
don't have
your
a
other
second.
attack. That's a bonus action, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't moved enough to use that.
Are you going to rage? Because I know you haven't raged yet.
Yeah, you know what? I might as well.
As you
Rage.
have, yeah.
I should have raged before I made the attack, but oh well. Okay, that's my turn.
And now we're down to it. The ultimate risk for the ultimate reward.
Okay, Megs.
Now this is the
To
question.
try and
Do
escape
I
from the
try to-
ones who would make him a slave.
Oh wow, we
Yeah.
are really going back. Season 2 Megatron.
Yeah, I'm going to attack this one here.
Okay.
Get back to the correct page because I was reading through my abilities. That's not going to hit.
No, it's not.
Moving
And
on
that
to the
one.
second attack. That's a 24.
That's a hit.
That's 5.
Yep.
He's still standing, isn't he?
Yes.
Did you just ask if he's dead yet?
It's important
No,
because if he wasn't,
no, because he could have been checking to see if he was prone.
Ah, that's true. That's true.
I need him I needed him either dead or prone to actually be able to get out because I'm surrounded, so I can't disengage at the moment. Oh. Yeah, this is going to hurt because I needed my bonus action for my getting away. For my Brave Sir Robining. So, looks like I'm going to be punching him for my bonus action. That's a 17.
Yep, that's a hit.
For 6.
He's dead.
Okay. Oh, I'm not going to like this because I don't have the action to disengage, but I need to get out of there, but I'm going to provoke a lot of attack of opportunities at this. So, 1.
Okay,
2.
hold on.
Yeah.
We'll do it in order. So it's the first 5
1.
who get 5.
First 3.
3, sorry.
Because I'm still on this one.
Yeah, it's the first 3 that get attack of opportunities against you first. Then it's 2, then it's 2 more. So yeah.
Yeah.
Because he might actually survive until he falls in the water.
He could.
It just bobs away. It's like, oh fuck, he's drowning again.
Okay, so first one. He's got the hit. 19. Four damage.
When can you take reactions?
You can actually shunt that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to shunt that one, otherwise I'm in minuses. So I reduce that damage by 17. I go to shove it onto one of the ones who still has an attack of opportunity to make this turn.
Okay, so which ones? The ones at the front, or which one?
One of the 2 who are still making an attack of opportunity right now. The one who'd be next to him if it's one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because it has to be within 5 feet. So yeah. Okay, so the last one from the first set.
Yeah.
Oh freaking hell! He got 19 too.
Oh bugger.
Three damage.
That puts me exactly to 0.
So that makes you unconscious.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's asking me for death saves.
Yeah.
To be fair, they're likely to stabilize you and sell you.
Yeah.
Mm. Well, to quote many a character, bollocks.
Okay, so it's the bandit captain. Who's slightly pissed off because the bunny attacked.
Well, she could have said something by now.
Well, no, she couldn't see who was attacking her last turn. Remember, she was blind as well.
I know.
And she's just noticed that the ship is fucking off. It's like the freaking leader's gone. The boat's knocked off with the freaking with the slaves that was gonna make it the only any profit they were gonna make. The ones that were left were only gonna get freaking sold as tiger food.
Tiger food. I like that bread.
Tiger bread is lovely.
She yells out in thieves' cant, "Stand down! They've screwed us over. They're legging it with the loot. We're gonna get nothing aside from a quick death here."
I'm just going to death.
Still try and take out the guy. They can still try and take out the other guy. He's in range.
Who? Their leader.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's his turn next. Right? She can't get to him. And basically what's going to happen is, as soon as you get to his turn, which is now, after she's just ordered the rest to surrender, he's going to disappear off and has got the ability disguise self.
Like all good people should.
So he is just going to disappear off and change his face. So he is gone. But the rest of the bandits who are on the shore are surrendering.
Well, we saved some hostages. Sadly, it's the elderly, but
They all move up and lay down their weapons.
El Toro, help up our leader, will you?
The ones that were running, the last two that were running, they are doing what I said. They're going to stabilize Ryoshi.
Oh.
I'm alive.
As the boat heads off into the distance.
Huh.
I'm gonna go over to Aaliyah and help her to her feet. Oh, sit easy.
I can see why they call them deceivers now. A glorious leader.
God, that's cards.
As he hands over his daggers. Well, she hands over her daggers.
Okay.
There are more of my men in the buildings. They're sleeping.
Let's see. Well, I'm gonna have to inform. Wait for our leader to awaken. I'm not sure how she's gonna feel about all this.
I'm not asleep. I'm just paralyzed until he drops concentration.
Yeah, he'll wait a time and then a couple of minutes and then let it drop. Well, by then he'll be
yeah.
Well, I'll just.
I can't pass a wisdom saving throw apparently today.
I'm gonna try. 2.
So, as she can't move, I'll just lift her onto my shoulder like fireman's carry. There we go.
The peasants are just going to go back into the buildings and just get out of the way of this.
Hmm.
And the bandits are just going to line up. So you can, like, make up your mind what you're going to do with them.
Hmm. Well, we did come to negotiate, and we did knock out most of the men. Or some of the men. I believe this is... Alex, I think this is your area.
I love that
What?
we can't do shit.
Well, if I turn around so that she's facing the captain over my shoulder,
Yeah.
does that?
Well, so I got lost Ryoshi.
Oh my fucking god! Can I please have a wisdom save? For the love of Christ, what is going on today?
We were rolling really well
Right.
at the beginning.
Oh, I'm a 19.
Yay!
I'm out. Ah.
I'm assuming he's going to drop it soon because there is no way we can.
Yeah,
catch
he
him.
has dropped it now.
Oh,
He
fuck.
was just waiting a few minutes until he was long gone.
Well, this situation was hardly ideal.
I'll say we've lost Ryoshi.
What do you mean we've lost Ryoshi?
Well, during the battle, Ryoshi went onto that ship, and he hasn't come back. The ship has gone.
Why did he go for the ship?
Oh, he's trying to save some children.
There were some children on
Which
there,
chil-
and we couldn't get to him. By the time,
Why,
and by the time,
why are we only finding this out now?
Because I was blind and paralyzed.
you were blind and paralyzed, and I only just got to you.
This is the first El Toro's hearing of it.
That's because I was blind and paralyzed.
Actually, no. El Toro saw him jump on the ship.
Did I?
Yeah, you were there. You saw him jump on the ship.
I'm having this discussion I'm having a little huddle with the group away from the bandits so they cannot hear how badly we fucked this up.
Well, it's kind of a mixed bag. On one hand, we've defeated some of the bandits. On the other hand, not only did
Dino,
this,
you should have told us your plan before you initiated the conversation with the bandits, then we would have been able to better prepare.
In my defense, I believed I was going to be able to roll a persuasion check.
You were once again a loose cannon. You need to inform the group of when you are doing it. I'm not against you taking the tactical advantage. It wasn't a bad plan. But if you had informed us, we could have better prioritized our tactics going forward.
But what would I have told you? I didn't know anything until after.
You could have told us you were changing your form to try and negotiate with the bandits so we wouldn't try knocking half of them out. And then you could have informed us that they were willing to negotiate so we could have taken out the leader first.
Oh, just so because I want to do this, I'm going to make the change back very flashy. I cast a light, so I do the Doctor Who transformation back.
Would you? No. I think though that the flash is just going to like fall a little flat given this.
No, it makes me glow.
No,
It
I
makes
just
me
meant
a
in
light
terms-
source.
No, I mean in terms of I don't think anyone's going to be that impressed given that you've lost. They feel like they've lost Ryoshi.
No, that's not for me. It's for the bandits.
Yeah,
It's not for these guys.
it's not Razor Eye.
No.
Lena, can you agree that you should better inform the team?
They've taken Mr. Razor Eye.
Quick, let's get out of here before they bring him back.
We need to be on the same page and have the same tactical information. If we'd known there were children sooner.
Yeah, but I didn't know
Maybe-
there were. I didn't know there were children until after you appeared.
That's a
That
fair
doesn't.
point.
It negates the. I need all the information. I didn't know all the information until an ice bolt came at me.
We think the clear next course of action is to find out where that boat was going.
Yes, well, we'll
Well-
see if we can figure that out. I'm going to step to the bandit leader.
Hmm?
So,
I'm gonna just strike an impressive figure standing directly behind you.
given you are unarmed and have surrendered,
Oh,
what
who's
would
got
you
her
think our
daggers?
best action?
I assuming purring.
Oh yeah.
You were the closest. So.
I would have taken the daggers and handed them over. So I've got them.
Did you look at them?
You know, I never got a chance to look at them.
Hmm.
Never asked me. So I assume I'm looking at them. Or I assume I've looked at them.
They don't look familiar to you.
Okay.
But their style looks very similar to Aria's armor.
Okay, I'm gonna look at Aria and then hand her the daggers and just say, these daggers, they resemble your gear somewhat.
The metalworking is similar. And the pommels have the sigil of your army.
Where did you get these?
Captains and above in our forces have them. Why? Is there something unusual about them?
Yes. Do you know what the sigil is?
It was it's the sigil of the army that our leader used to belong to. Before he took quite a bit of stuff from them and left.
Oh well, that just made this a tad more personal. I take it.
I need to do something with Toro quickly.
Okay.
I'm going to grab hold of him, aim him towards the ship, and go, Toro, what direction?
What direction? Oh yeah, I can tell, can't I?
I need to know where that ship's going. What direction?
Yeah.
Altoro can, Ollie can't.
He
So, yeah.
literally is a compass.
Okay,
It's
so
going
yeah,
Portuguese
Jumanji, what
south.
He's useless to himself, but if someone aims him, he is a good compass for anyone else.
Yeah. Okay, so Jumanji, what direction is the ship heading in?
Well, they're currently heading south, but
If I lick him my finger and hold it up to the wind, which way the wind goes?
you know they're going to change course in a moment, so you're going to watch them.
Yeah, I was going to say
Because at the moment they're still navigating out of the shallow water, but in a moment you'll see them turn. They are slowly starting to turn westward.
If we can find the direction they're going, that increases our chance of finding him by a good 23%.
Well, right now they're heading
Or
south.
I could tell you where
but
they're
it looks
going.
like they're gonna.
Or you could tell us
Well,
where
I
they're
was about
going.
to have that. I was about to have that discussion, but then you distracted me with the daggers.
Look, I'm very hands-on,
Your
alright?
friend got on board. The one who shot a ice
Whoa,
bolt at me.
But first off, who is most likely to betray me? Because I was under the convincing that most of my men were loyal.
You're always going to find someone who's they've been sat around for a while.
Was it Dave? It was Dave, wasn't it?
Money
Yeah, but I
is a
left
big
someone I
motivator.
trusted. I left someone I trusted in charge.
Yeah, doesn't stop deserters.
No, I'm just asking. Is there someone in
You-
my
you
mind
gotta remember
who's
that
most likely?
There'll be a couple people who never seemed too interested with if the mission didn't pay well. Yeah, they liked
Well, I
they
thought
liked
yeah,
the glory
I-
side of things
It
too
was
much.
Marco. I bet it was Marco.
I thought my presence was enough, but oh well.
The problem is you're not there.
Yeah, you're not present
Anyway, back
anymore.
to what.
Yeah.
That is a problem for another day. Back to what I was
Yeah.
about to say. So, you and your men have surrendered, and I am down one member of my team and have had some very bad news as I hold up both the daggers in my clenched fist. So, give me a reason. What would you prefer I do to you? Do you prefer you surrender you and your men to us loyally and prove this by helping me retrieve my lost team member? Or do we take other actions? Now, never let it be said I am not merciful.
I mean, that's a good load of staff there, just saying.
We have no reason to fight you and take further losses. And
No, and you have every
we
reason to
know
help
how
me.
to crew a ship.
Yes, you do. And that would be very useful. As I said, if you do surrender, if you and your men decide to serve us, we will work out some positive deals for you. Namely, starting with we'll let you live if you help us retrieve our crew member.
I think if this turned into a fight right now that all of my men are awake, it might not go as well as you think. So you might want to hold off on the threats.
Given
You
how
gotta
many
remember,
of your men took out.
she has woken up the rest of her men.
Yeah,
so you're now looking at 4, 8, 12, 16, 17, 21, 24 of them.
Yeah.
No, I'm so
Jump
confident.
into the middle of them, it will be
No.
fine.
If I may.
No, I mean, yeah, you might, but is it worth the risk for for the dick measuring?
Not really.
No, I am just trying to. I am trying to literally leverage a position because, as I said, I can take her right now.
Yeah. I'm just saying, you need to be a little bit more sort of, her hand isn't as weak as you're implying.
I don't know, man.
I feel like I should step in.
I think some of us should step in.
No, I've got this. As I said, I would rather you come work for us instead of us. This turning into a more violent altercation.
I'm just saying, don't act like we're not still a threat.
I have great confidence in my men.
If anything,
I am not deterring your position.
We'll help you get your man back. After that, an honor is satisfied. As you only knocked the 4 of these unconscious. We'll see where we stand.
How much were you going to get paid for this?
For the children and the young people in the other boat, a few gold. The old people would barely guess. As I said, they'd probably be fed to the lions or something, or tigers or something. Hardly worth it.
Well, let's just say threatening you is not the only thing I can provide. As said, there are many things I can offer you. Money, a good
Wait a minute,
time.
haven't you got a bird?
No, I need to. I can get a bird.
Seriously, we could just get a bird, send a message, signed by this guy. They will turn that boat around if you offer more money.
That is true.
Yeah, except
So-
Yoshi's worth a lot.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pay it. Yeah, but he's got 500 gold from that. What's it called? Problem.
Yeah, that is a valid. So
Honestly,
if you would send it, Well, hold on.
Honestly, theoretically, he could bribe some of the people on the ship.
if you were to send a message to the boat to return to come back to you and return my crew member, and I'm just going to use the animal messenger spell and summon a bird, I think we can make a deal right now. And I'm just going to throw 92 gold at her feet.
If they see anything
think that should
approaching,
suffice.
they'll shoot it.
that is quite true, actually.
They're not gonna. They're gonna be wary of anything attacking, because they'll either think it's one of you or him trying to escape.
The bird.
Mm.
Yeah, it was a
You
good
gotta
idea.
Remember, they are afraid. They don't know what they're dealing with. They have a prisoner they don't understand. They're stupid and scared. And they think they've got something worth a lot of money. So they will head straight to base. They won't answer messages. They will just run.
Well, you know
You gotta remember, our leader headed off across the woods.
Yes, and I assume he'll be a problem further down the line.
He's a master of disguise. He could be back amongst the civilians within a day. That's why he was here. He was infiltrating the village. Then he realised they didn't have anything worth stealing.
Is she on her knees currently?
Not currently. But she has surrendered to you. She has actually given you her weapons. So she is being as candid as she still considers you can tell by the way she holds herself, she still considers herself a person of honor of some description.
Yeah, I'm gonna take. I have both the daggers between my fingers. I'm gonna hand them back to her. This symbol on these daggers. That's my army's symbol. Meaning whoever got them is a turncoat for me. I'm very unhappy with this person.
I mean, I heard that he worked for someone, but as I said, I'm a captain.
No,
I'm literally
his betrayal is
out
not
in
on your
this-
head.
I'm literally in this dirtbag place stealing old people for slavery and food.
I'm aware.
Yeah,
And I
I'm
take
not
it you and your
exactly
men want
well
war.
up in my organisation.
Yeah, so I'm assuming you and your men want more. So take these daggers back and become part of my army. And I will offer you money and glory. You won't have to be two-bit thieves anymore.
Well, like I said, we'll help you to get your man back. After that, we'll see how many of us survive.
I'll hand her the daggers back. Well, let you can keep those as a sign of good faith.
Well, I'm not going to attempt to escape. So, if you want, I assume you want to go after them?
Yes, as soon as possible.
Okay. She starts issuing orders to her men. to get the ship that's in dock ready to set sail. So they immediately head off to do it. The rest of them are going to take the other boats and head to a temporary base camp outside the village, because they're continued presence is probably not making people very happy. So yeah, that's 9 of them. Bit of a tight fit on the little rafts. And they basically say, yeah, we're ready to leave whenever you are.
Then let's give chase.
Was there anything else anyone wanted to do at this particular, at the village of Portia before we leave?
No, I feel like we need to move quicker. We can come back for this lot.
Well, we're going to be hopefully returning their children.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we'll be returning back here, and for now, the only real worry we have is
I don't really
Your-
want to
Actually,
face
there's
anyone
more
in
of
the
them
village
coming
and-
with you on your boat, because you're going to need a crew for the other
Yeah.
boat. Because there's 2
Yeah.
boats, remember?
Yeah. So we're going to have a whole crew and more. So as long as we
Yeah,
get
so
supplies
she's bringing
on
all
the
of
boat,
them, because as I said, you're going to need...
yeah, we're going to need quite a few of them.
Mm.
So the only thing I think of, if the people of the town are safe, the only worry we have is if that guy comes back.
Should we warn them here that just keep an eye out for a strange dude?
Instead of the other guys disappearing, would they be willing to guard the village? And I will talk to whoever's in charge of the village about.
Well, as I said, you're going to need them for the... for controlling both boats.
The boat.
Because there's
Oh,
2
okay,
boats.
yeah.
Not just that, but the guy has no reason to come back either, because by this point,
I mean,
the
you'll be
elderly
coming
aren't
back.
worth anything.
You'll be coming back with 3 boats at the end of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, this boat that you're using, the boat with Ryoshi on, and the boat with the other prisoners on.
Mm.
So yeah, you could actually end up picking up 3 boats.
I said no boats. That's 3 boats. Can't you count?
Well, we lost Ryoshi, but we gained a crew. Oh, God,
and we will
I'm gonna
soon
get the-
regain Ryoshi.
Well,
hopefully.
and what I'll do is I'll make the captain into a playable character sheet so that Dan can play Ryoshi. Okay, so
Yeah,
Dan can
I
play as
want-
captain, the bandit captain next week. So you're not just
Thank
sort
you.
of sitting around.
Yeah.
you imagine if you found a way of escaping?
Then, if your character ends up unfortunately dying, you could always play as the captain for a while.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you could. I mean, if he's got money on him, you can easily just bribe them, and if they're in a state of panic,
They're gonna steal his
I
stuff.
do have money.
You don't. No,
Yeah,
they're gonna take
that's
his
the thing.
stuff while he was unconscious.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're gonna want
That's
to take
true.
the boat back so that you can get his stuff back.
Did he have a
Well,
lot of
yeah.
stuff?
I've got a story. It's like self-story important spear. So
Yeah.
yes, I'm prepared to go through hell and high water to get that back, even though
Yeah.
it isn't me. But
I mean, we might get lucky, and he might have been able to turn him into basically the Muppet Treasure Island.
to be honest, I think probably what I would do when coming round is I would try and strike a deal with if you treat the children and young ones well enough, so like no beatings, no starvings and stuff, I won't make trouble. Because as they can see, I can make a lot of trouble.
The thing is, they're gonna gag you.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna think
that
you're a
literally-
wizard. They're not gonna.
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
not gonna speak to you.
Yeah,
They're gonna
you're
have you
basically a water
chained
gun.
up so you can't move your hands. They're gonna gag you so you can't speak, just in case, and they're just gonna take everything off of you while you're unconscious. Just to
And
make
then
sure,
be upset
because
at the
they've
lack of diamond.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're going to be afraid
Yeah.
that you're like some spellcaster. That's why they're like, oh, he's going to be worth a lot. Like, we could get maybe a couple of 100 gold for him. Because he's like
Yeah, he's not worth
oriental.
anything.
He's exotic.
They're going to be surprised at the large number of daggers that a monk comes with nowadays. They start with 5. You get 5 daggers when you choose to be a monk. And a spear. Do I really need these? I punch. Okay, I
Oh,
wanted
they're
the
for
spear.
throwing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
They shoot
I know.
anything.
That's where we will be ending it for today, as everyone will be getting on the boat and getting. I think the most you'll get is a short rest. You're not going to get
Probably.
a chance to have a
I
long
need a
rest.
short rest.
Yeah, you're not going to get the opportunity for a long rest. You wouldn't want a you wouldn't want a long rest with these assholes around. Not yet. You don't
That's fine.
trust them.
I haven't used. I have actually used I've used nothing.
Nor have I.
I
I'm
have used
taking
a
no
spell
damage.
slot which I get back on a short rest.
Yeah, you've used your warlock spell slots.
I
Yeah,
entered rage before the combat ended, but I have 2 more.
And
So yeah.
Oh,
not
sorry.
that
I
it's-
used a free guiding bolt for the day.
and your flying
Flight.
ability.
Yeah.
So
And I can
That's-
get back my focus points on. Not that it's relevant. Yeah.
well, that's where we'll be ending it for today. And next, oh no, it's not next week, because next week is next week's the Bank Holiday Monday, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. So it'll be 2 weeks' time. As I'm keeping bank holiday, the Tuesday after bank holidays, I am keeping free so that I can spend some time with Phil. She has Mondays off, and when she has bank holiday, when it's a bank holiday, she can have the Tuesday off instead. So I get
that's
to see
cool.
her on Tuesday. So I'll be seeing her then.
Tomorrow is apparently International Tea Day.
It's T Day tomorrow, and it was B Day today.
Apparently.
Okay.
If it's
According
not, if
to
it's
the
not F
calendar
day
on my
on,
PC.
if it's not F day on Friday, I'm gonna be very annoyed.
I'm gonna be really happy tomorrow. I'm gonna keep that one a secret from Phil and surprise her with tea.
Yeah.
because she'll have gone to bed by now. Well, she goes to work like a crazy time in the morning. So,
Hawk, end of streams. Don't say this stuff on.
good point. That's the end of the stream. Anyways.
That's the end, people. Bye.
Good night, everybody.
She never watches the episode.
I know, but I don't think it's wise you can have the whole weekend.
Well, just not the weekend.